friends now. I don't really want no friends. I don't really want no friends now. I'm 59 like Takashi, call him Poppy. Work the ASAP, keep me rocky. I'm from New York, so I'm cocky. Say he fucking with my posse. Caught me Chloe like Kardashian. Keep this pussy in Versace. Said I'm pretty like Tanashi. Takashi, call him Poppy. Work the ASAP, keep me rocky. I'm from New York, so I'm cocky. Say he fucking with my posse. Caught me Chloe like Kardashian. Keep this pussy in Versace. Said I'm pretty like Tanashi. Pussy dangerous, got a body, but I never leave a trace. Face is pretty, ask for days. I get chips, I ask for lace. I just sit back and when he done, I be like, yo, how to taste? Yo, how to taste? I don't really want no friends. I don't really want no friends now. I don't really want no friends now. Draco got that kickback. When they kick back, you can't get your shit back. In fact, it's that bitch that I hate small talk. I don't fuck with chit chat. These teachers stop working, so they hit me. Told me bring my wrist back. I'm through rockin' fashions that got all these bitches like, yo, what's that? I don't really want no friends. I don't really want no friends now. I don't really want no friends now.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Where's my co-host at?
Hi, I can hear you.
Hi, you can hear me? Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Boldies, if you guys can hear us, type a 1 in the chat, please. And we're monitoring the chat so we can see what you guys are typing. Let's see. Hey, Ashton, you there? Hold on, y'all. We gotta wait. We gotta make sure Ashton is here first. 1 second. Yes, it's Remy, y'all. Y'all know I had to come back because it's been a lot of mess. So you know we got to get into the tea. But before we start, I got to make sure everybody's here. We got to make sure we're good. And yeah, we gonna get to the mess. 1 second. Okay, you guys are typing 1 so you can hear us. Naya's here. Ashton, are you here? Oh, hold on, y'all. We might be having a little bit of technical difficulties. Okay, this is what we're gonna do, y'all. We're gonna play another song, just so we can get everything situated. And then when we confirm where Ashton's at, we're gonna hop right into the show. So 1 second.
I don't really want no friends now. I don't really want no friends. I don't really want no friends now. I'm 59 like Takashi, call him Poppy. Work the ASAP, keep me rocky. I'm from New York, so I'm cocky. Say he fucking with my posse. Caught me Chloe like Kardashian. Keep this pussy in Versace. Said I'm pretty like Tanashi. Put it all up in his face. Did I catch a taste? Pussy game just got a body, but I never leave a trace. Face is pretty as for days. I get chips, I ask for lace. I just sit back and when he done, I be like, yo, how to taste? Yo, how to taste? I don't really want no friends. I don't really want no friends, no. No friends, no.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Okay. Let me know when we're on air because I had to mute my computer so I can't hear. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. We had a little technical difficulties. And Sussy, I see you in the comments talking about you can't wait. You're going to wait because we have a lot to uncover. So we're going to get into it. We just had to make sure all of our hosts were here, but we're ready to start the show. So, hey, y'all. Hey, Naya. Hey, Ashton.
Hey
Hello.
Bodies.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, okay, so y'all know it's been a minute since I have done a live. It's been a minute since I've even done a YouTube video for you guys. So I missed you guys first off, and y'all know I had to come back for the mess after tonight, after last night's shenanigans. So of course y'all know we had to bring Naya and Ashton so we can get to the mess. So before we even jump into it, let me ask you, Naya, did you see what happened last night?
Yes, I was there. I saw everything.
Okay, so okay, because Ashton, did you see what happened last night?
Yes, and you know what's crazy? I was actually late to the party because I fell asleep. I woke up and I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? Like, I get online and I'm hearing things about the R word. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm like, what the fuck
Oh
is going
yeah.
on?
Child, you know we got to tear into Lotto. Y'all, just so y'all know, we will be talking about Lotto today. We will be talking about Cardi B. We will be talking about Megan Thee Stallion, y'all. We're going to talk about Jason Lee. And we're also going to be talking about Saucy Santana. And I think we have a couple more wild cards to talk about as well. But we're talking about everybody. Like, I'm tired of the mess. I'm tired of the fake shit, y'all. I know y'all tired of it too. So we're going to get on everybody's case in a second. But before we get to that, I wanted us to talk about first Super Freaky Girl. I think we need to start with that, y'all. And I
Right.
wanted to talk about Super Freaky Girl stats. So if we could put it up on the screen, let's talk
Mm-hmm.
about Super Freaky Girl because y'all know we got to talk about the Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see. All right. So, yeah, it's saying Super Freaky Girl is now certified silver in the UK. And it's been on the Billboard Hot 100 charts for about 8 weeks. So, Ashton, let me just ask you, how do you feel about the Super Freaky Girl song?
It's the best song released this year for me. Like, this is one of my favorite songs by Nicki because I feel like, the previous eras that we got from her, this was like probably my favorite, like the way she started it and how she kind of like made it exciting with like the remixes and things, which also caused controversy. But it just was like such an iconic way to start an era. And even the way she teased it, it went up on TikTok before it even came out. It was being Shazammed. Um, I don't know. It's just an iconic moment. And then for it to debut number one, which hasn't been done this century since, of course, in the 90s when Lauryn Hill did it, that's iconic.
Yeah, that's definitely iconic. And Naya, how do you feel about the song?
Okay, I'm definitely obsessed with Super Freaky Girl. I love when she does like, samples because Anaconda, that's my song right there.
That
So
was my song
with
too.
Super Freaky Girl, it was just like a new Nicki kind of new like pop Nicki, but it's still rap at the same time. Because
So,
Hmm.
still rap, but I love Super Freaky Girl.
mhm.
Congratulations to Nikki for her 8 weeks. Like that's
That's
very, very
iconic.
big. That's iconic.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of other accolades the song has. It's not just that one. It's like so many. I can go down a list of
Well, let's
things.
go down
Just
the list. Ashton, go ahead. Hit me with the stats.
so, of course, this is the first female rapper She's the first female rapper to debut a solo #1 this century since Lauryn Hill in 1998. She's the first female rapper to debut #1 twice. Nobody's ever did that. So Nicki debuted #1 with this song, and then she debuted #1 with
Wait,
also.
hold on, Ashley. Can you run that back one more time? What'd you just say?
So she's the first female rapper to debut a solo song, a solo female rap song this century since Lauryn Hill in 1998. That's
Period.
#1. She's the first female rapper to also debut #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 twice. Nobody's ever done that before, not even Lauryn Hill. She did that with Trolls, and she did that with this song, Super Freak Girl. This is the 62nd song to debut #1 in Billboard history. So she's one of the few people in history to debut #1. Highest debut units for a female rap song this year, with 217,000 units sold. Highest debut week on Spotify with 18.5 million streams first week. It's so many like accolades. It's the first female rap song to debut in the top 200 of iTunes Japan since Anaconda.
Period.
Highest big day opening for Spotify history for solo female rap song with 1.5 million streams in the US and 3 million streams worldwide. She joined Lizzo and Beyonce as the only Black female artist to get a solo #1 this year. She breaks her tie with Megan Thee Stallion and is now the female rapper with the second most #1 hits. What else? Earned top single debut on Spotify over the weekend. Like it's so many things. Oh, and she joined Ariana Grande and Beyonce as the only female artist to get a solo #1 without a music video.
Y'all faves can't do this. Did you just hear all of those achievements? Like, this is a reason why everybody's gunning for Nicki Minaj, and those are just some of the reasons. With just one song, y'all.
Oh wait, you know what? I want to say this one too because this is an important one. Fastest solo female rap song to surpass 100 million streams in 35 days. She surpassed this. It says surpassing Up. You know who came out with Up. It took Up 44 days to, reach 100 million streams. And then Need to Know took 56 days. But Super Freaky Girl only took 35 days to reach 100 million streams.
Look, I should tell the producers. How do producers know what I was going to say? I was just going to say, I should have told the producers to give me some bombs. Because, y'all, we had to drop some bombs after that. Because those achievements are amazing. Like, y'all faves is not doing this. And there's a reason why everybody's hating on Nicki Minaj. And like I said, that's just off one song alone.
One song. 15 years into her career, by the way. 15 years into her career.
Oh, yeah. And everyone was saying, like, Super Freaky Girl is not going to stay in the top 10, but she's been there for 8 weeks.
She's been my son go sit on a party.
Period. Yeah, the producers is doing their work. Look at, did y'all hear that? I love it. But I just wanted to start the show off with that. Because I feel like all of the drama that's going on with Nicki Minaj is surrounding Super Freaky Girl. Of course, she's been had haters. She's been had people switching sides and flip-flopping. But I think when Super Freaky Girl came out, a lot of people were surprised that Nicki Minaj did the numbers that she did, which I don't understand because she's always done numbers. But I think the success of Super Freaky Girl restarted the Nicki hate train. That's just me.
It seems like that's what's going on. Yeah,
I just truly feel that way, and I truly feel like a lot of you guys are scared because in your hearts that Nicki Minaj will forever be at the top of the pyramid, and that's no shade to other girls who's doing it, but I just really feel like everybody's scared since Freaky Girl came out. That's just me.
I mean, yeah. And you know what makes it even more iconic? It's like she did this big accomplishment. Like she did it all by herself. Like #1, she's solo on the song. She didn't have to have a feature. Bitches had 2 big artists on their song and that shit flopped. Like who does that? But this song was by herself. It's a rap song by herself. She didn't even have a manager when she released this song. That's the crazy part. No manager at all. And she still debuted #1. That's iconic. You can't look over that,
You can't look over that. So, Naya, let me ask you a question before we get into the whole Grammy topic regarding Super Freaky Girl. I saw something on Twitter, so I want to ask the Boldies. I want to ask you, Naya. As we know, Nicki Minaj dropped a few songs this year. I'll highlight Do We Have a Problem and We Go Up. And a lot of people feel like, that Super Freaky Girl is the start of Nicki Minaj's era. But I feel like the Nicki Minaj era has started when she dropped Do We Have a Problem. Do you guys feel like, or Naya, do you feel like Do We Have a Problem and We Go Up is as influential as Super Freaky Girl, and a lot of people kind of just, don't give it its props? Or do you feel like her era really did start when Super Freaky Girl was dropped?
Okay, so no, I do not feel like Super Free Girl started the era. I definitely think that Do We Have a Problem was like that was the song that everyone was like, okay, Nicki is coming hard this year. And
Mm-hmm.
then we got We Go Up, and they was like, okay, okay. And then Super Freaky Girl. So it's like Nicki is really like she's taking over this year. She's
She's
doing her thing. And she's letting these girls know because the girls thought, oh, Nicki is, going down. But no, Nicki showed them because Nicki told us 2022 is gonna be her year. And she showed us just that.
Period. And Boldies, by the way, I'm reading the chat, so you guys are free to show love. And you guys know what I'm gonna say. I always say this. Make sure you guys are sharing the show on Twitter, Instagram. Text your friends about it. I see the numbers are going up, so make sure you guys continue to share this show. We are all able to read the chat, and you guys are also going to have a chance to call in. But I definitely wanted to ask that question because I think a lot of times people forget this is not like Nicki's first song of the year. She's dropped other songs also, but I feel like this song has made the biggest impact. But we can't forget Do We Have a Problem or We Go Up? Because We Go Up is personally my favorite.
Of
Her.
course, but when it comes to Nicki, they don't really care about stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I feel. Aston, out of the three songs, which one is your favorite?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Super Freaky Girl is my favorite one, but I have reasons behind it. So of course I love every single release. I even love the features that she did this year.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like with Super Freaky Girl, the energy behind it. It was like, first of all, I fell in love with the song when it came out. That's number one. And then I just remember like looking at the timeline on Twitter, like the bars was just like the energy that everybody had. Like we was all working together. We weren't going against each other. It was just like good to see. Like we really went out and supported it. Like, you know how they say barbs don't stream, barbs don't buy, bitches, we bought.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we streamed. And it's funny how bitches gonna tell barbs to go stream only for us to debut number one. Yeah, that's funny.
Period.
But Super Freaky Girl, like when I heard the Queen mix and the Roman remix, like I feel like Nicki is at the point in her career where she's playing the game that you have to play. Cause when Super Freaky Girl released, of course, the original song came out, the clean version, but then she dropped that Roman remix and
Mm.
she threw some bars at Megan, bitch ain't
Oh yeah.
respond. And then she did the acapella, like she's playing the game because she knows that Billboard changes the rules every 3 business days. They change the rules because they set her and us up, like Billboard sets us and Nicki Minaj up to fail. That's why they keep changing the rules on sales and how sales count less than streams now, which is so crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
But just like everything, like the Queen mix and how all the girls came together, JTC and all the love, I just liked that. Like it was like a real like moment in hip hop to see them do that. But I do love Do We Have a Problem? I do think that was the beginning, like the pre-rollout of her like rollout for
Agreed.
everything.
Yeah.
But I do believe Super Freaky Girl is considered like maybe her first single, if that makes sense.
Yes, I agree. And also too, I'm seeing in the comments you guys are saying Seeing Green. I forgot about Seeing Green. Honestly, Seeing Green is iconic on its own. I feel like that's a song that I'll listen to it like y'all know, like for us to do this, for me to do anything, I gotta get hyped first. And that's the song that I play to get me hyped. Like I love Seeing Green. I love every lyric from all artists on the song, but Nicki Minaj specifically, I love it. So, I didn't forget about Seeing Green, but I just wanted to highlight Do We Have a Problem and We Go Up because I feel like those two songs as well made a really big impact for Nicki this year. But a lot of people are not really talking about it ever since Super Freaky Girl came out. So, y'all, we got to stream everything. Like, all Nicki songs, we got to stream it. But I wanted to talk about that. And also, Aston just said something that's very important. Super Freaky Girl had 2 remixes. We had the Roman remix, y'all, and we had the Queen mix. So, Aston and Naya, which one of the 2 is y'all favorite?
The Roman remix really it really has me in a chokehold. Roman remix, I always play that song. Now Queen mix, I'll still listen to it, but Roman remix, it got me. That's
The
my
Roman
favorite.
remix? For me,
Yes.
it's the Queen mix. Aston, what about
Right? I
you?
was about to say like the Queen mix eats down. I'm sorry. Like,
I think I just miss Roman so much.
but
It
see,
was
we
just like,
actually
I
got
loved
Roman
it.
on the Queen Mix too. We still got Roman.
Oh yeah, we got
Yeah,
That
Roman
we
at the
did.
end.
that's definitely Roman on the Queen Mix. Like, it was the Senorita line, the Senorita, and then it was the horseback riding. I'd be like giddy up. Like, Nikki
Mm.
is clearly throwing shots at the bit at these girls, but it's like, I feel like low key these girls, or not even low key, high key, these girls are really just scared of Nikki. If you really want to be honest,
Oh yeah, they
they're
Mm.
are.
scared. They're scared to
Because they know that
respond.
Nicki is a real rapper.
She's a
Exactly.
real rapper. And y'all, she anything that Nicki does, she kills it. When I heard Queen Mix, I just was so happy because y'all know everybody likes to say Nicki don't show love to female rappers, Nicki this, Nicki that. For her to pick, what was it, 5 girls, right? 4 or 5 girls to be on the Queen Mix. And these are girls from all walks of life. These are girls that are in different levels of their stardom. And they all just flowed perfectly together. Like, I just was like, I didn't expect this. I'm thinking she's gonna, pull artists that are very mainstream. I think aside from Bia and JT, the rest aren't as mainstream, and yet everybody flowed perfectly together, and the song was amazing. So I love. For me, it's Queen Mix out of the two.
That's mine too. It's my favorite one.
It's definitely Queen Mix. But I see y'all talking about scratch off in the comments. Y'all know we finna talk about scratch off. I just needed y'all to talk about Super Freaky Girl because honestly, in my opinion, that's where all this hate has stemmed from as of recently. And y'all know we have to shout out the Queen's accolades, and we have to definitely remind y'all why she's the Queen. So that's why we started with Super Freaky Girl. But before we jump onto scratch off, we have to talk about the Grammys. And of course,
The scamming, of course.
now I'm gonna let because Ashton, I just feel it like I feel like you finna go in. So I'm
Listen,
gonna
I
let.
really don't. Honestly, I really don't even have much to say about the Grammys, only because like I'm not surprised. Like, this is
Hmm.
like the type of things that they do. Like, they have such passive aggressive like behavior towards Nikki. Like, it's like they want to like they only like give her these nominations and do things to include her, but
Hmm.
they do things passive aggressively to play her and set her up for failure at the same time. First of all, it's no reason why a song like Super Freaky Girl should be put in the pop category against people like Adele. I don't know
Oh
why
yeah.
Nicki would ever be in the same category as Adele. That don't even
Mm.
make sense to me. So them doing that just kind of shows me that they already have chosen who they want to win the rap category. It's like a setup. All of this shit is politics.
Hmm.
For Anaconda to be considered a rap song, which honestly Anaconda sounds more pop than Super Freaky Girl when it comes to
Hmm.
like the lyrics, the bars and stuff. It's very animated, very poppy sounding, but it was nominated for rap song, best rap song. Also MC Hammer, his song Can't Touch This was also nominated for rap. But when it comes to Nicki, who sampled the same song, Super Freak by Rick James, they put that in the pop category. It's like they're setting her up.
They're setting
Oh
her up
yeah.
for failure.
Mhm.
Naya, regarding the Grammys, I know you've seen, and we're gonna talk about scratch off, but I know you've seen last night, and where this all basically started from was there was a debate, and Nicki Minaj actually expressed her feelings towards it. But there was a debate on Twitter that was basically saying that Super Freaky Girl should remain in the rap category, and if it has to be pulled, Big Energy should also be pulled as well. So I want to know, do you agree with those claims, and do you feel like as if what Ashton is saying is true, like people are basically setting Nicki Minaj up to fail?
Okay, yes, I definitely agree with Ashton. We all know that the pop category is a very, very tough category, especially since Adele and Harry Styles are in it and they put Nicki in that category. So I feel like they definitely took her out because they already have somebody that they want to win.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not Nicki. We already know that. She's
Mm-hmm.
not going to win it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I definitely feel what Nicki was saying about Big Energy needed to be taken out because Lotto said herself, Big Energy is a pop song.
Mm-hmm.
She
Mm-hmm.
said that was her pop song. So if Super Freaky Girl needs to be taken out, so does Big Energy.
And can we please pull up the screenshots, producers, if you have it, of where basically Lotto was agreeing that, Big Energy is a pop song. I think there was a thread, y'all, where it showed all the times that Lotto referred to Big Energy as a pop song. So I'm not really too sure why she took personal offense to Nicki Minaj saying if Super Freaky Girl should be pulled, Big Energy should be pulled. But I mean,
But you know what? See, now, this is what I'll say about what you just said.
mhm,
I don't even think it was more so her feeling offended about Nikki saying that, because if you remember when the DMs were shown, she actually agreed. I
mhm.
think that, when we get into that portion of, the show, I think that it was more stemming from like a issue she had with Nikki. She just didn't want to be brought up into the whole conversation. But she definitely agreed that if if her song Super Freaky Girl is in the pop category, then so should Big Energy. She agreed.
Yeah, so if you can agree privately, then you need to
Mm-hmm.
agree publicly. And that's
Right.
just how I look at it. A lot of these rappers and a lot of these people in the industry, they want to support Nicki Minaj behind the scenes. And I know a lot of you guys are going to say, well, Lotto has always shown Nicki love. She's always shown Nicki love. But in a point where you see another black woman who you call an idol is being attacked left to right by the Caucasian people on Twitter, the black people on Twitter, the journalists, the fake journalists. Everybody was talking about Nicki Minaj on Twitter as Super Freaky Girl. And if you can agree privately, that should have been the point where you went on your Twitter or you went on your Instagram and you also said, look, I fully stand behind Nicki Minaj. This is what it is. All that I rock in the Barbie chain and I was at Nicki's concerts. All of that is irrelevant because when it's time for y'all to really show up for Nicki Minaj, y'all don't be showing up.
And see, that's the thing. It's like, it's so convenient for you to mention her name when you promote that album and you're trying to get
Mhm.
people to watch your interviews because you mentioned Nicki Minaj's name. But when something goes down and you claim you this big fan, you've been this Barb since the beginning, it's like, mum's the word. Bitches don't have anything to say. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, you talk about Nicki and you use her name when it's convenient for you when you're selling an album that still flopped. But when you see her talking about an issue that you agree with, you would rather sit on the sideline and let her just be out there alone with nobody to kind of like help her to kind of like help prove her point, and I just think that that's weird.
I
Yeah.
think I think she just didn't say anything because it was like, okay, my song is already in the category, so I'm not going to defend you because Lotto
Mm.
knows if she's in the pop category too, she's not going to win.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why she wants to stay in the rap category, and I feel like that's why she didn't defend Nicki.
Definitely. And I
Well,
think she
per her
felt like she would get
words,
pulled if she
per
did.
per her words, she said she didn't get into it because of how they left off. That's what she claims.
Well, child, look, we're finna read scratch off, okay? Because I know I got something to say. I know Ashton and Nia have something to say. And we also are gonna recap last night's events. But Boldies, I want to hear from y'all, okay? I want a Boldie to call in and I want you guys to tell me what you think about this whole situation with the Grammys. Do you guys feel like the Grammys is setting Nicki Minaj up to fail? Do you guys feel like it's actually and look, y'all know what I'm gonna say because I've done for a few of y'all before. If y'all want to call in and argue me down and say that you agree with the Grammys or you agree with whoever, the door is open. I don't run away from a fight. So all the fake supporters, the haters, you're welcome to call in too. But I do want to hear from somebody because I want to know if you guys agree with the Grammys decision or if you guys think it's sabotage. So let's do that, y'all, because we got to talk about scratch off. But I want to hear from y'all first. So we
Yeah, we
are
gotta get into
taking
takeover.
callers. Okay, hold on. I know the studio is about to be flooded, so just give us a second, y'all. 1 second. I'm reading the comments. Oh, how much sounds the producers got ready to play? Because I'm loving this today. We need the
Bet
funk
you my
flex
son gonna
bombs
sit on the
too.
potty.
Now they're showing out.
Yes. Bombs dropped. I love it.
Do we have any boldies in the studio ready to give us their opinion on the Grammys? Let's see. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to multitask, y'all. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, you know what? Because I'm gonna let the producers get the call situated. And I don't really want to keep you guys waiting. So, producers, if we do have a caller that's ready to talk about the Grammys, just write me and I will let them come on air. But for now, y'all, let's just keep the show rolling until the caller calls in. Let's talk about Scratch Off.
So should we start from the beginning?
Okay, Ashley, yes, I'm gonna let you lead it, and then
Okay.
Naya, you get ready to jump in, and I'm just gonna finish it off because that's what we're doing today.
Okay. So basically, obviously, y'all all know that a lot of this was the whole argument stemmed from the whole Grammys conversation. And I think what triggered Nikki to tweet and respond was the DM she received from Lotto. So let me go find that DM.
Yes, yeah, and we're also gonna post stuff up on screen as well. So make sure you guys are
Yes.
looking at the screen.
Exactly. So Lotto obviously sent Nikki this DM or text message, whatever it was. And she said, I agree with you. However, because of where we left off, I don't think you need to bring my name or song up to prove your point. Now, this is so. Imagine you telling a grown ass woman what she can't talk about on her own platform when you mention this bitch name millions of times in almost every fucking interview you did to promote your album. But now you're saying that she can't mention you when she's trying to prove a point about something when you've mentioned her since you've been mainstream. And even
Can we
before
get
that,
some bombs, please?
imagine that. So after that, obviously Nikki, she came, she tweeted, she put the screenshot, and she said, I don't know if y'all gonna put that on the screen, but Nikki was like, this Karen has probably mentioned me and mentioned my name over 100 interviews. Says she waited in line for Pink Friday with her Barbie chain on, bangs, pink hair, but today Scratch Off decides to be silent rather than speak up for the black woman she called her biggest inspiration. I think that is so fake. Like it just makes me feel like the love was fake. It was never real, because if you really looked up to this woman and you really admired her and adored her, why would you sit back and agree with her and not speak up when you agree with her? You see the unfair treatment, you see everything, and then you're being very passive aggressive, telling her in the DMs privately, don't bring me up to prove your points. Imagine that. What do y'all think about that?
Naya, what do you think? You could go first.
Okay, so what I think about the whole big energy thing, I think that Lotto is mad that Nikki didn't want to be on the big energy song.
Hmm.
And I feel like she knew that if she got Nikki on the song, the barbs would really like push the song.
Hmm.
So after Nikki declined, she went to Mariah. And how was Big Energy doing on Billboard?
Um, can we get an update, y'all, on
I
Big
mean, I
Energy?
don't think it did that. I think it peaked at number 3. It didn't do bad. It did pretty well. All these girls can rely on is radio, to be honest. They streams, they sales and shit never match up to their radio, and it never match up to their streams. It never does. One thing about Nikki, all of her sales, everything matches up. The only thing that they be trying to play Nikki with is her radio play and shit like that,
Oh,
because
yeah.
that's what they use, and they use that tool to make sure she's not at the top of the charts. They're trying to control where she is on the charts. That's why her radio is always much lower than other girls. But yeah, but the song, it was doing what it did. I mean, I'm not gonna take that away from Lotto, but I definitely do believe she did want Nikki on it. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I feel like these girls be feeling like a little slighted, or they feel like a little salty when Nikki declines their features. I don't care. She can act like she doesn't, but I feel like she probably just felt like a little salty because Nikki declined a feature. Honestly.
And it was
I
two features she declined. So she
Mm-hmm.
definitely was very salty after that.
I
Exactly.
agree. And to kind of touch base on what Nicki Minaj tweeted, y'all, I truly stand behind that. I feel like if I'm saying someone's my idol, and I have a lot of idols, y'all, I'm not even going to mention my idols right now, but there's some people that are in the radio industry that I really look up to. And if, something was going on and I could use my platform to support them, I would do so 100%. And I feel like if you can go around saying that you're Nicki Minaj's biggest supporter, you rock the Barbie chains. I mean, we could pull up the interviews where Lotto has showed Nicki Minaj love. And I'm not here to debate if it's fake, if it's real, but if it is real, why didn't you use your platform to defend her when she was clearly being attacked left to right? And everybody was talking about this whole super freaky girl not being able to stay in the rap category. I don't feel like Nicki Minaj said anything that took away from your shine. She didn't say Big Energy is a bad song. She didn't say anything negative. All she said was, if you guys are going to pull me from the rap category, you need to also pull this song as well. And if you really want to be honest, y'all, Big Energy is more pop than Super Freaky Girl. Like,
Exactly.
I don't really see what's the problem, and I truly feel like Lotto really showed her true colors because, like I said, if somebody is your idol, you're gonna ride for your idol. Period. So if my idol's saying something, I'm gonna be like, well, yeah, you're right. Pull my shit too, because at the end of the day, if she's pop, I'm pop, or whatever the case may be. But for her to not say anything, but then go on her platform and subtweet, that was the first red flag. And that's when I
Exactly.
seen that scratch off was definitely fake as hell.
Oh
But
yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, we can't skip over that because I don't know if we mentioned that, but yeah, after Nicki went on live talking about the songs, and mind you, both of these songs are produced by the same person. I think they're both produced by Dr. Luke or whatever the case is.
mhm.
Which even more further proves Nicki's point. But Lotto went on Twitter and she was just saying how like she can't enjoy or celebrate something. What did she say? Do y'all remember what she said?
In regards to what?
She said she couldn't even. Oh, here it was. She said, "Damn, I can't even." She said, "I can't win for losing."
Right, I saw that.
Yeah, that's what I think kind of started everything. She said, "All these awards nominations, I can't even celebrate." And I think after she said that, and then she probably texted Nicki, and then that just kind of started the whole debacle
But
on
why
Oh
Nicki.
can't
yeah.
you? But why can't you
Yeah.
celebrate? Who's saying that all your other nominations are voided? Who's saying that you can't celebrate the success of Big Energy? Because even though to
Mm.
me, Big Energy is not one of my favorite songs, I will always give Lotto her props because that song really did do numbers in comparison to a lot of these other rap girls who's more seasoned than Lotto and did not even chart as high as her. So I'm not here to take away from Lotto, but I just felt like it was sympathy and payola because who said anything about your other AMA nominations or any of these other nominations? Girl, you
Mhm.
just wanted some. You just wanted to use Nicki Minaj as clickbait. That's
Yeah,
just
she wanted to
She's
use
trying to
this
play
moment.
victim.
Yeah, she used this moment to her advantage because she probably had been wanting to say something, been wanting to talk about some shit, and it just shows her lack of maturity and it shows her age as well because it's like yeah, I'm not one to put out like if I have a personal issue with someone in private, I'm not gonna put that shit on a timeline. If I know you, if I don't know you, that's different. But if I fuck with you and I know you, I'm not gonna put that on a timeline because I don't care to do that. I'm not looking for a moment, and I feel like, I just feel like Lotto is very insecure in her career, and I just feel like in some ways she could be searching for some type of attention. Even I feel like and in doing the things that she's doing, and maybe that's why she took or felt the need to use this opportunity to argue with Nicki, on Twitter.
Naya, I'm gonna let you get into the second part of things because y'all, it didn't stop there, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys know exactly what happened last night. But we're gonna dissect the whole situation from the start to the finish. But I did want to give you guys a shout out because I'm looking at the numbers, and for a live show, we are doing amazing. So you guys continue to share the show, continue to spread the word. I have some friends, y'all, that's sharing the show around in hopes that the queen will be listening and tuning in. So continue to show us love. But I just wanted to tell you guys thank you for tuning in. And Naya, as you know, that it didn't stop there. So can we get the next screenshot, producers, of what transpired after Lotto made her subtweet towards Nicki Minaj? There we go. Naya, can you read that tweet for us, please?
Okay. First of all, I texted you because I didn't want to do the internet shit with someone that I looked up to. Just like the first time I DM'd you about your ongoing subtweets, I wanted to speak up because, like I said, I do agree, but the way you was going about it seemed malicious, especially after how we left off.
Naya, how do you feel about that?
Um, I definitely feel like she shouldn't have said that online. I think she's been plotting on Nicki already since she did record that phone call she had to Nicki. I think she's been waiting for this moment to have
Thank
drama
you.
with Nicki.
Mhm.
And I feel like if you are inspired by someone, if Nicki's your icon, you wouldn't post this. You wouldn't do this at all. You would
Mm.
text her like privately. You wouldn't post it. So I don't feel like this was needed. I think that um all this that happened yesterday could have kind of been. I didn't think it needed to go this far. I think Lotto definitely wanted. I think the internet hyped her up a little bit to where she thought that everyone would be on her side. And it kind of backfired on her a little bit.
It definitely
It definitely
did.
did. And I
Let's
feel
pull
like
up
she
that
shouldn't have
next
done
tweet.
that.
Let's pull up the next tweet, the next part. Well, let's pull up what Nicki Minaj responded with. Before we read that, I'm looking in the comments. I'm saying something. Josephine Apia Rochal said, "But I don't blame Lotto. I blame Nicki for lowering her standards for these girls. Now see the disrespect." Josephine, I don't really know what you're trying to say. And before I really respond to what you're saying, what do you mean by lowering her standards? Are you trying to say that Nicki Minaj should have not responded to Lotto at all? I just wanted a little bit more clarification on that before I respond. But
I feel like they mean, I don't know. I feel like maybe they meant that maybe Nicki, I don't know. Maybe she shouldn't like fuck with them, like, or just be, just even going back and forth in DMs and even acknowledging them. Maybe I don't know if that's what they meant.
yeah, I wanted a little
But
bit more
I don't think Nicki
clarification.
puts herself on a pedestal where she feels like she's too Hollywood to fuck with the girls. I don't think she's like that. I think that if Nicki likes you, I don't look at Nicki as a hater. If Nicki likes you and you're doing your thing, I think she'll give you your props. I don't know what you're trying to say though.
Yeah,
And Nicki has given Lotto her props.
Yes, she did.
multiple times. She's giving her flowers.
That's when
But
Lotto got online crying, saying she was gonna, she printed the tweet out and put it in a motherfucking plaque and put it on her wall because Nicki tweeted about her.
Bitch, you my son, go and sit on a potty.
Oh, yes.
Here.
But yes, Josephine, please clarify what you meant. But I'm gonna go ahead and read Lotto's next tweet. Lotto said, "I've ignored countless subtweets since March and instead addressed you in the DM. You're asking why I didn't speak up in your defense? It's the same answer I gave you when you asked why I didn't congratulate you. You're literally older than my mom trying to be a bully." Lotto girl. Okay, let me kind of like break this down. First off, Lotto, why didn't you congratulate Nicki Minaj? Because I could pull up some tweets where Nicki Minaj has congratulated you before Big Energy. And to me, Big Energy is your best song. It's not my favorite song, but I would say it's your best song as far as numbers go. But why didn't you congratulate Nicki Minaj when Super Freaky Girl came out? Because if this is your idol, and clearly you've been in her DMs begging for features, why can't you go on your go on your Twitter or go on your Instagram and publicly say congratulations? I just, it doesn't make sense to me, and that's where I feel like Nicki Minaj realized, look, I don't want to fuck with this girl because how can she be in my DMs every few months asking me for features on her songs, but then I hit accolades that none of these other rap girls has ever hit. Even some of the greats has never hit. And you can't even tell me congratulations. I mean, Ashton and I, am I bugging or do y'all agree?
I agree.
No, I agree. I agree.
I just don't understand. And so I'm reading the comments, y'all. Y'all saying how many times is she supposed to keep kissing ass? How is it kissing ass? All it is saying congratulations. Nicki's not asking nobody to suck her toes. Nicki's not asking nobody to do the most. But if you really fuck with somebody, you don't even have to go on your story and say it publicly. You can get in her DMs and say congrats. But you see, that's why I feel like Nicki Minaj started to pay Lotto dust. Because if you pay attention, Nicki showed the DMs between her and Lotto. And in those DMs, not once even privately did Lotto say, congratulations. But what we see is, can I get a feature? Can I get a feature? Can I get a feature? So is it not giving opportunists?
Oh, it is.
Wait a minute. The comment, never seen Nicki congratulate Lotto. That's not true. Nicki, I think that was her first interaction with Lotto when she acknowledged Lotto was doing her thing. She was just kind of like bigging her up, like, like, I see you doing your thing. So I don't know where you get that from, but okay.
Y'all saying just because we never saw it doesn't mean it never happened, because it did. Okay, so if Nicki Minaj, if you pay attention, because y'all, I gotta start pulling cards. If you pay attention to the DMs, you specifically see Lotto give Nicki her number, which to me means that Lotto and Nicki has never exchanged numbers. Nicki also showed the DMs between her and Lotto. So if you see the DMs, and I think some of them DMs is from last year, all you see is, can I get a feature? Can I get a feature? Can I get a feature? Nowhere in those DMs do I see congratulations. And if she also didn't have her number, where did she tell her congrats at? Because I'm seeing people in the comments
See,
trying to say maybe she said it somewhere else. Where did she say it at?
but see, that's the thing. See, because I'm passionate about this subject, by the way. I said this so many times on Twitter. I even tweeted Lotto about this. Like when Super Freaky Girl went number one, because she had tweeted the lyrics to Super Freaky Girl, and I was like, how the fuck you know, tweeting the lyrics to Super Freaky Girl, but you ain't congratulate her publicly. Let me say this. If you really fuck with somebody, and this goes for everybody, this is not just celebrities. I don't want no DL friends.
Mm.
I don't need no DL download friends that can only congratulate me and fuck with me in private. If you fuck with me, when it comes to my birthday, when it comes to if somebody's having a baby, if somebody just accomplished something, if you need to tell me publicly and privately if you really fuck with me like that. And I think it's important for us to see that, because they already have like this narrative that women in the industry can't get along. So seeing women do that for each other, it's actually showing people that we can get along and we can coexist together, and there is not always animosity between women. But I just feel like, you know, for you to say you love her so much, you're doing all these interviews and mentioning her name, but the minute she has like these big moments, you never, it's like you're ghost, like we don't hear anything from you. It just makes us side eye you, because it's giving you don't really love her, or maybe you love her only when it's convenient for you, you know?
Child. And you know, I want to also touch up on this old topic. Producers, can we please get a side-by-side photo of Miss Nicki Minaj and Miss Scratch Off? Because I just don't understand why Scratch Off is trying to age shame Nicki Minaj. Because Lotto, you're looking like you're giving a good. I'm maybe like if Nicki was being nice, I would say like a good 37 in the face. I don't really understand how you can say somebody is older than your mom and old enough to do this and old enough to do that, but you look older than your mom and Nicki Minaj. I don't understand. Like, can we please get a side-by-side photo? Oh, look at this photo right here. That's up right here. With Lotta with the
It's
bangs and Nicki with the pink
giving
hair.
Trisha Paytas.
It is giving like Lotto, you look like you Nicki
It's
Minaj's big
giving
sister.
Gina from Martin, the big face with the tight eyes. That's what it's giving.
It's not giving 23. So I just don't understand why you can
Mm-mm.
say somebody is old, because sometimes Lotto, you look like you could be Nikki's big sis. I mean, Naya, who you feel like looks older?
I feel like Lotto looks older, and Lotto was
Yeah.
talking about bringing up her mother. Lotto, you and your mom look the same age, so
Wait, hold on, can we get another bomb drop, please? Because that was good. I like that. And for the record, since we're talking about mothers, because I'm gonna just jump ahead a little bit. Can we pull up there was something that I seen on Twitter where it basically said like Lotto's father is like what, like 20 years older than her mom or something like that. Am I wrong?
That's
oh
what's
no, you're
being
not
alleged.
wrong.
Yes. Hmm.
So let me get this straight. Not only did you say that Nicki Minaj is old, but then you decided, can we pull up the tweet where Lotto talked about rape, please? Because y'all know we got to talk about that. Because if y'all don't know, Lotto also decided, and this is why I say that Lotto was like waiting to go against Nicki Minaj. Because this whole time when you was begging for features in the DMs, you wasn't worried about the alleged lies and rumors about Nicki Minaj's husband and rape and all this stuff. But yet you decided to post that on your tweets yesterday when you were trying to argue with the queen, not realizing that it kind of backfired on you, because now the streets are saying that your father is allegedly a rapist because he is, if I'm not mistaken, 20, 25 years older than her mom. Can we get the facts on that, please? Because I don't want to just say wrong stuff, because I know y'all like to sue and y'all like to do all that stuff. So I'm going to say allegedly, but allegedly, Lotto, your mom was a teeny bopper when she met your dad. So can we pull up the facts, please, of Lotto's mother's age and her father's age, please? Because I want to know. Ashton, did you hear about this? About her mom being like,
Yes, I heard like her mom was much younger than her father and had her very young,
Mm-hmm.
which would honestly make her dad, if that is true, would make him a predator.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if allegedly, if that's true,
Allegedly.
yes, if that's true. But I think that I don't think what bothers me when it comes to, and it's so funny because it's like when Nikki gets into it with somebody, they literally use the same two drags all the time. It's
Mm.
always the same two things. Um, and it's not even about her. That's the thing. Nikki gets dragged for shit that she didn't even do. Um, the only thing they can talk about, they say, "Oh, she's old, her age," or they'll say the rape allegation stuff against with her brother and Kenny. But if you're having a conversation with Nikki, why not just keep it on Nikki? Why you have
Mm.
to go outside of that? It's like you can't say anything about her, so you have to say something about someone close to her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. So, Naya, do you feel like Lotto did that for like some type of clickbait? Because I just don't understand why did she bring up the rape allegations?
I feel like Lotto thought that was gonna eat, but it really backfired on her because they pulled out the stuff about her father, and it led us to know that your father allegedly, your father allegedly was a pedophile.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Because if allegedly,
good,
if your
allegedly.
dad was in his 30s messing with that teenage girl, and you want to come for Nikki,
Mm.
but when that happened, you
Mm-hmm.
didn't care about a feature. You still wanted to collab with Nikki. But now that you guys are beefing, you want to bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
like
y'all,
Nikki said, you didn't care
mm-hmm.
about Kodak Black either.
We gonna talk about Mr.
She didn't even
Kodak
care
Black.
about Dr. Lucas, which is the nigga that produced the
Didn't.
song.
But y'all, look, the producers pulled up some receipts, y'all. All of these receipts are, we're gonna just say alleged, but y'all have fingers. Y'all can also go on Google and y'all can go do y'all research in y'all own time. But I'm gonna read this tweet. The tweet says, "Your father is in his 60s. Your mother is 39." So, which Lotto, by the way, I don't understand why you felt like it was a drag to say Nikki is older than your mother, because she's only older than your mother by a year, if I'm not mistaken, or a year or two.
It's
But
just
then
a few months. They're both 39 actually. So
anyway, so I don't get what that was about. But he said, meaning when your father had you, he was roughly in his late 30s. Your mother was 16 or 17. You know what that means, right? And we know that in certain states, the age of consent, if I'm not mistaken, is 17. So I'm not even going to throw the rape allegations around. All I'm going to say is that allegedly your father had your mother beat by 20 something years. So I don't really understand why you decided to speak on Nicki Minaj and this whole rape allegations. But baby, now look, now they pulling up your mother and your father's facts, and you look stupid. Like she just looks dumb, y'all. I don't get it. I'm really upset about that.
she looks very dumb. Yes.
She just looks dumb. But let's fast forward a bit because we also got some other topics to talk about. Let's wrap up this Lotto topic with the leaked recordings.
Okay.
Ciao, Ashton, take the floor.
Wait. Okay. So even wait. Hold on. Let me see. Before, I just wanted to debunk a few things.
Mm.
Just a few things that she said. So let me find it. So it was a tweet that Lotto talked about where she said that Nikki was subtweeting her. It was a tweet where Nikki said, unfollowed, Barb's, I just said stop putting that dud on my timeline. She said, I know you're defending me, but leave the dud on TikTok. Let me think. Um Lotto said the most recent subtweet in question, but I'm finna start from the beginning. The person that Nikki was talking about in this tweet, the Barb that got unfollowed, actually told the story on what happened. So basically, Lotto is policing Nikki's tweets because she's fucking obsessed. That's what she's doing.
Mm.
But let me find the tweet. The Barb said, girl, this tweet was about me. And they explained that the reason why Nikki unfollowed them was because they posted a TikToker who was constantly posting about Nikki, the Nikki TikTok about the nosy hoe bitch that kept, that Nikki's suing right now. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why Nikki posted the unfollow thing. But Lotto claimed that was about her and it wasn't. Another tweet or another thing she said is that Nicki DM'd Barb about her. And also that Barb came out and said, Nicki did not DM me about you. It came out and they said that Nicki DM'd them about a Nicki edit that they did, like a video edit. So that was two things that I seen her say that was inconsistent in her story. But going to the recordings of the phone conversation, let me see what she said before she posted that. What did she say? Do we have the tweet? She said, hold on.
I'm just so appalled by the recording part, y'all. That's crazy to me.
Because remember,
It's
she
crazy
said
that she
something
even recorded
about.
it too.
Do we have the tweet?
We're gonna get the tweet because I do want to put that up because
Because
we have to
remember,
explain
before she
why.
posted the record, oh, I think it's right here. She said, with all this being said, this wasn't just about a Grammy category. You being funny, bringing me up to defend your case, knowing our last combo didn't end on good terms. You literally told me I'm not flourishing and no one cares about my little song on the phone. This is what she said in the tweet, right? She said, you told me I'm not flourishing and no one cares about my little song. Then, when she finally came back with the recording of the conversation, she's singing a whole different tune. Everything she said in that tweet never was said to begin with.
Never, nothing. A lot of the stuff that
Nothing.
she claimed Nicki Minaj said, Nicki Minaj did not say, and it's in the recording. But I want to know, and I want you guys to tell us in the comments. And you guys also, I've seen the producers posted the link to call in. Make sure you guys call in because we want to verbally hear from you guys too. But I just want to point something out. You can never tell me that Lotto was a true Nicki Minaj fan because at the point that they got on the phone and had a private conversation, you had somebody that was in the background with you recording what was being said, and you waited for the right moment. It's like, to me, this was all calculated because you just waited for the right moment to say, now let me drop these recordings. And to me, if you're someone's fan, why are you recording personal conversations?
Listen, the
Right.
recordings didn't even add it literally did not help her case at all. And it actually made her look even more foolish when she posted it because I was like, and she even said in a tweet, she said, let me specify, I'm sorry. I'm delusional. She said that I'm delusional, which and this is and I do want to talk about this. This whole situation of the delusional and what the conversation was about, the initial conversation they had on the phone was about a interview she did with Jason Lee where she said that look at how many female rappers are thriving right now. She said versus it being Nicki, and she pointed up here, and she said and all the other girls down here, like she was kind of saying that, kind of implying that Nicki was the only one for years. Now I actually tweeted on Twitter, and my tweet kind of blew up a little bit. Let me tell you what I said.
And if y'all didn't know, by the way, you know the Queen follows Ashton on
Oh yeah,
Twitter.
she does.
So
She does. So
yes.
this is what I said. I replied to her tweet. I said, "What you're not understanding is by you implying Nicki was the only one, you're just adding to the narrative that people made to discredit Nicki." And I said, "Do you realize some of these female rappers' accomplishments and accolades were given to them solely to discredit and spite Nicki?" So basically, here's the thing. Oh, and I want to, you know what? I want to get into that too because I got a list. This so Lotto was basically implying that it was only Nicki, right, for years. So I'm gonna read y'all a few names of rappers that came out in the 2010s between 2010 and 2020.
Mm.
Of course, Cardi B came later on. Megan Thee Stallion, Sweetie. We have Young and May. We have City Girls, Lotto, Krayshawn, Bad Baby, Azalea Banks, Iggy Azalea. Missy Elliott was still active during that time, even though she came out in the 90s. Remy Ma came back when she got out of jail, was active. MIA, Trina was active. Rhapsody, Rico Nasty, Cupcake, Ivorian Doll, Tierra Whack, Dreezy, Cash Doll. Look at all these girls that were active in the 2010s, from 2010 to 2020, but you're saying Nicki was the only one as if Nicki didn't have any competition. All that's doing is adding to the narrative that Nicki was only successful because there were no other girls. And
Bet you
that
my
is
son
not
gonna sit on the
true.
potty.
That's not true.
Mm.
Nicki was successful and still is successful, and you're making it you're confusing her being the biggest rapper with her being the only rapper. That's not true. And you're really being disrespectful to the girls that's been doing their thing in the industry since the 2010s, the whole 2010s era. So I think that what Lotto is not understanding is I think that's what Nikki's trying to get her to understand, but she's not understanding it because she does not want to understand it. It's disrespectful. And then you're trying to say it's not just Nikki now, it's us, like y'all all on the same level. Bitch, ain't none of y'all on Nikki's level, period. None of y'all. Because your album came out and sold 24,000 first week, but you want to compare yourself to Nicki Minaj? Bitch, please. None of y'all are on her level. None of y'all are selling the way she's selling. You nor Megan nor Cardi. All of y'all been flopping for years. Y'all get one little hot song and think y'all on a bitch level. Calm down.
How? Look, hold on, Ashley. Let me hold you back real quick. Naya, hold Ashley hair up, cause Ashley, you really going in, okay? But look, y'all, hold on, Ashley. Because we're gonna keep touching on that. We have a caller. I want the callers to call in. I mean, I want to put the caller on air so we can hear from the caller. But I also wanted to say that we've hit, I think, 100 likes on this video for a live video, y'all. So y'all continue to like this live video. Continue to share it. The numbers is going up like crazy. I'm so excited right now. But is the caller on air? Because I need to hear from the public. Because I know it's not just us that feel this way. How do y'all feel about Lotto shenanigans last night? Like, this is crazy. Let's patch them in on air. 1 second. Hello? Don't be scared, y'all. Y'all know y'all always do this when y'all come on air. Y'all be scared
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Hey.
Hi. So, first of all, I just want to say I didn't know who this girl was until she started talking about Nicki. And that was the plot. That's what they all do. They use the barbs. And I didn't see through her fakeness. I was one of them who, I didn't pay mind to her really, but I didn't really play into the fakeness. And then now when you see it come full circle, I'm like, damn, she is so fake. And it's just, I just feel bad for Nicki at the end of the day. Like, because in her position, imagine that. Like, can you imagine you don't even know the real from fake?
Yeah,
Like,
I think
it's
that's
just
kind of
sad.
hard. Like, as somebody who's like considered one of the greats, you should be like, she's at an age and she's at a point in her career where she should be getting her flowers. And I'm not saying y'all, because I've been seeing some of the comments, people like, how many times does Lotto have to kiss her ass, kiss her ass? I don't think Nicki Minaj wants somebody to kiss her ass, because let's be honest, a lot of these rappers kiss her ass, and she kind of pays most of them just because she knows it's fake love. So I don't think Nicki wants anybody to kiss her ass. But imagine being like one of the greats, and like you got people who saying they idolize you, but you got your friends in the background recording combos. And if I'm not mistaken, she probably had 21 Savage doing it, because he don't even like Nicki Minaj.
And you know what? To add to that, what you said about the kissing ass thing, why is it considered kissing ass when it's Nicki, but when it's Beyonce, it's we praising her? She's the queen. Why is it a different? Why is it double standard? And Beyonce deserves every praise because she's literally the greatest performer of our time.
Right.
She's the top bitch for a reason. So when we see people, all these people fangirling over her, rightfully so, she deserves it. And I feel like Nicki deserves that same praise because Nicki is the top bitch, the number one, the only one. Don't
Can I
ever
say
waste your
something
time.
about?
Sure, go ahead.
So,
Okay.
in regards to how much hate Nicki gets,
Mm-hmm.
people hate to see a powerful woman that speaks out. They hate it. And so, the class that she has a course in at UC Berkeley, which is, by the way, the top university in California.
Period.
So everyone trying to discredit that. It's an intellectual ass school. Like, it's going to have, anyways, like, it all comes down to being a powerful woman that speaks out. And, like,
Black
and
women
back to,
at
like,
that.
Lotto, everyone speaking about her and, like, giving her fuel to the fire, making her feel all big and bad. At the end of the day, they're not supporting her. Like, it's all just because of their hate for Nicki.
I mean, because if they were
That's
supporting
it.
her, why did her album go double wood? I mean, where's all these people?
Exactly.
Why did I buy an album?
And that is what gets me.
That is what gets me. Like, I don't get it. Like, your album went double wood, baby. Like, you have big energy. You have all these songs. Why are these people not streaming all your old shit? We should see you being charting right now because of everything that's going on. You should be on the charts after this Nicki Minaj beef. Why they not streaming your shit?
These bitches should be picking Nicki fruit out. They should be sucking her toes and everything. Bitch, if it wasn't for Nicki fighting for streaming, you wouldn't even have a career. Okay?
Period.
At all.
But look, we got another caller. Thank you so much for calling in, and thank you for
Hi, y'all.
listening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hi.
So let's take this other caller, y'all, and then let's jump to Jason Lee because because he was at the end of the list, but I can't wait. So let's take this other caller. Caller, are you here? Hello.
Is it me?
Yes, you're here. Hi, who's
Oh
this?
shit, yo, what's up? Okay, so I want to fucking talk about yo. There was mad people that was trying to get on when Nikki started.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, we had Kaya who was trying and trying and trying and trying. She dropped song after song after
Hold
song.
on, my
We
neck, my
got
back.
hmm?
You talking about my neck, my back?
Yes, I'm naming all the girls that was out and that was out before and that was trying to get on for the 10 years that we had before we had all these new little girls.
Mm-hmm.
We had Lola Monroe. We had
Mm.
Kim was talking about she was going to drop something every single year. She had her fans waiting every single year and never dropped. Foxy even would come out and say she was going to drop something. She never dropped something. King Fox came and went, all of that. Eve kept on trying to drop something. She had that She Bang Bang or whatever that shit was that she dropped. She, ever since Tambourine, she was claiming she was going to drop an album every single year. People got thirsty and never came out. Nikki came and she filled all of that up, but you had the
Mm-hmm.
girls that was still trying. So for her to act like there was like, like
And wait,
don't
and you
try to
know
erase
what?
history.
Wait, and to add to that, it's funny that you bring Eve up because remember Eve, Diamond, Trina, all of them was on the My Chick Bad remix. You know.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Like Trina
Mhm.
dropped consistently. Like you can't act like she's not like there was something like you can't act like that. Don't try to erase history. And like Nikki said, it's very disrespectful for the girls who are continuing and who have been continuing. You got Missy who was even trying. She got sick, yeah, but she was still dropping stuff like every year. And
Mm.
people just wasn't feeling the stuff. So it is
That
what
is
it
what gets
is.
me. Like, and you just said a name that I haven't heard in so long, Lola Monroe.
Yes.
We had a lot of
Yeah,
girls that was
that
out
was a
during the
throwback.
Nicki Minaj era. So I don't want to hear nothing because I'm tired of the girls trying to make it seem like Nicki Minaj is where she's at because nobody was competing with her. We had Azealia Banks. And if y'all want to be honest, and I kind of feel a little weird because the bitch is nuts. But Azealia Banks can really rap, and she used to be one of my
Right.
favorites.
Hmm.
She really used to be one of my favorites, and she was out back in the day, killing it during the era. We had Iggy Azalea, we had Lola Monroe was doing her thing for a little bit. We had so many people. So what is this y'all trying to say? Like Nicki's only
Right.
hot because she had no competitors?
And mind you, and even it sounds so idiotic and foolish for them to even say that because even if that was a thing, Nikki was competing not just with women, but she was competing with men as well, and she outshined even the men in their own field.
Mm.
So
Right.
why are you trying to downplay her success, almost making it seem like she was only successful and the only one because she was literally the only one? That's not true. It was a lot of women trying to pop. Nobody was really fucking with them. They was fucking with Nikki. They
Mm.
had their fans, but Nikki was just different. And Nikki, of course, like I said, outshine these men as well. That's why niggas like Kanye West didn't want to put her Monsterverse on his album because he said himself that he felt like everybody was gonna like overlook the album or it was gonna overshadow the album and everybody was gonna always talk about that verse for years, which actually is true. That's exactly what happened.
Child, look. Thank you for calling. And by the way, I loved everything you said because you was on point. But I'm gonna have to kick you up out the studio because we got some other people calling in and we got some more topics to talk about. But thank you so much.
All right, y'all, hit me up.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Naya. Child, is Naya here? Naya, where you at?
I'm still here.
Okay, but we're not. I know we have some other callers waiting to come in, but Naya, I wanted to let you lead this next topic because y'all we're gonna jump ship a little bit. Naya, did you hear about Jason Lee being on the committee for the Grammys?
No, I didn't hear about that.
You did not hear about that. Can we please pull up the tweet?
I
Um,
heard it.
I sent the producers a tweet that I received this morning where Jason Lee basically was tweeting about how he has been selected to be on the committee for the Grammys. When we get this tweet up, y'all, I'm gonna read it to y'all and we're gonna talk about it because I think there's a reason why everything is happening the way that it is. And I think it has Jason Lee written all over it. And if you really pay attention, Jason Lee has all of Nicki Minaj's rivals in his back pocket. He's
Oh
really
yes.
cool with Remy Ma. We know he's a Cardi B stan. We know that he has been in Lotto's ear, and he also was tweeting last night, all while Lotto and Nicki Minaj were fighting. He was egging Lotto on. He was calling Nicki Minaj old. He was saying this. He was saying that. Who else? There's another artist that he's really cool with that Nicki Minaj is not on good terms with. I can't remember. But all of these girls that come for Nicki Minaj have Jason Lee in their back pocket. And if you ask me, I think he's the main one telling them to speak out against her. But it just was so funny to me that he announced that he is on the committee for the Grammys. And then shortly after, the Grammys announced that Nicki Minaj will no longer be considered in the rap category. Ashton, do you think that Jason Lee had a hand in this?
Let me tell you something. Jason Lee is always at the root of every issue that happens with Nicki Minaj because he's so fucking obsessed with Nicki Minaj. It's so funny that Nicki's issue, her and Lotto's issue, which I feel like could have been resolved, but I feel like it's so funny that the issue came from an interview that she did with Jason Lee. And I feel like Jason is like in these girls' ears some way, somehow. He's like, putting bugs in their ears, telling them to say certain things or to speak out against Nicki. I just feel like that's his thing. You know what I mean?
Wait, hold on. Did y'all see the picture that the producers put on? Yeah.
Not Pillsbury, though.
Now, listen, you know you are too big to be trying to cover Nicki Minaj. You're not even in her weight class, baby. So I don't understand why you sitting over here. It's like every time somebody says something about Nicki Minaj, here Jason Lee goes. And you're about twice, 3 times her size. And it ain't nothing wrong with being, a big girl, a big boy.
Mhm.
But I just think that you are too big and you are a boy and you need to stay in a boy's place and stay out of women's drama.
Exactly. Like, and that's just real. But I just find it very odd that he's always at the root of everything dealing with her when it comes to negativity. Because even if we go back to the Doja Cat thing, when Say So went #1 on Billboard, when Nicki did the remix, with Doja Cat, and then all of a sudden after that happened, what happened? There's this story that comes out about Doja Cat being racist and talking to these white men in a certain way, which he was the one that broke that story and was putting that out there. And it's just like everything that Nicki does that's attaching anybody to it, he tries to tear it down into like, just be nasty towards any accomplishment or anything that Nicki does. And I think it's just so sad. So I definitely do think that he is a part of the reason, or just the main reason why they tried to move her song to the pop category, because he probably just,
Naya, do you think that he's qualified to make decisions on who should be
No, I don't think he is, like, at all. Jason Lee, he is a hater. He is, like you said, he is known for hating on Nicki Minaj. And I feel like he definitely had a part in getting Nicki Minaj sent to the pop category, because he knows that she wouldn't have won that.
And if you really, that's just really what it was. Nicki Minaj's, the people that she's going to be up against in the category are people who have just as much of a big fan base as her, if not probably bigger. I'm not sure of all the nominees, but they do stuff like this on purpose, where they know like she's not going to win in comparison to other people, but they still want to make it seem like they're being fair. So they're nominating her, but they're still setting her up to lose. Because chances are, if she would have stayed in the rap category, she would have won. But it's like, well, we don't really like her, so let's make it seem like we fuck with her and put her in the categories, but let's put her in categories that we know she's not going to win in. It is not to say she don't deserve it, it's just to say it's rigged. So I do feel like Jason had a hand in this. I don't like Jason Lee. If you guys have listened to previous lives I've done, I have been reading him for filth every chance I get, because I don't think that he is a real journalist. I think he is behind the scenes, stirring the pot, making issues between artists, not just women artists, men as well. And I just don't understand how we are letting a person who is known for throwing a drink in a woman's face on Love and Hip Hop be the say-so of who actually deserves to be in a rap category and who doesn't. You don't know nothing about rap. You ain't never wrote a 16, a 24. You don't know shit. So why are you determining who gets to stay and who gets to go? I just don't get it. And I think that he needs to focus on the allegations that he grooms men. I mean, there's a tweet I seen that in a hashtag they're calling him JL Dahmer. Um, allegedly, Jason Lee grooms men. He's just very sketchy. And there's even some allegations that, if you guys don't know this, he is an executive producer for Bobby I Love You Purr, or whatever the show is on Zeus. And allegedly, he has been uh, called out for harassing a lot of the guys who were on that show. Because if you guys don't know, a lot of the guys on that show are porn stars. And we know Jason Lee ain't getting none at home. So, of course, he's going to be harassing the dudes on the set. He's just a thirsty bottom. And that's just what I'm going to label it as. But I don't agree. I don't think he should have a say-so. And I think this is the reason why Nicki Minaj was pulled from the category. But you guys are more than welcome to tell us what you think in the comments. But I do think we have some callers. I'm seeing, y'all, this might be a long live because the producers is messaging me telling me people are waiting to call in. So should we let somebody come on air real quick? Let's bring somebody in. You can put them on air, and then once the callers are done, we're gonna jump to Saucy Santana. Okay, hello, are you there?
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Gigi, but you can call me Nicki Minaj.
Oh, well, okay, Nicki Minaj. Okay, Vicky. So, Vicky, what you wanted to talk about? Jason Lee?
I just wanted to talk about the whole entire thing.
Okay.
Like, starting with Lotto, it was very snake of her to sit up there and record this phone call. And I just really find it funny how you sit here and agree behind the scenes, but then on Twitter, you publicly make it seem like she's trying to dim the light on your moment, whatever the case may be. And then how I take it is that these girls are Grammy thirsty. They are industry plants and Grammy thirsty. Down to Bigfoot, Horsey, down to
Mm,
Carlos, down to Lotto. And it's like they'll do anything to get a Grammy or to get their notoriety for that moment that they feel like they're hot. And then once they use you up, they pay you dust. Just look at
mm,
their career. It has not went anywhere. When has Cardi put out an album? Never.
mm.
Since 2018. When has Megan did anything with her career? Floppity flop flop flop. That shit has not went anywhere. I mean, and the list is just gonna keep going, and keep going. And these girls just gonna keep making themselves look foolish, trying to go against Nicki, and just to get a Grammy, a Grammy,
Mm,
a
mm,
Grammy, because they're not gonna get any more. They're just gonna get a Grammy. That's it.
mm. So you don't feel like the girls who've won Grammys are gonna get any more Grammys?
No, that Grammy don't stand for shit. They did what they needed to get done, which was go against Nicki, use her for whatever the case may be, and get that hot little steam for that moment, and then boom, they get their Grammy and they gone on and they pay Nicki dust, and that shit fake and it's fraud as fuck. So I don't blame Nicki when she's being choosy with who she fuck with in the industry.
Mm,
Period.
period. Period. Thank you so much. Did you want to say anything else before you go?
No, I just wish you would quit being nice to these hoes. Don't do nothing else with them. Keep paying them dust.
Period. Thank you, Vicky Minaj.
No problem.
All right, next caller. We got another caller who's waiting to come into the studios. You are on air. Hello? Hello? Hello, caller. You're on air. Okay, we're gonna give you a chance to recall in. Yeah, I want to talk about Saucy Santana. Um, Naya, let's start with this. Do
Yeah,
you
so
feel like Santana's a real Nicki fan, or do you think he's also pretending?
um I don't know because I know Santana and Lotto are close, and I seen him tweet. He said it be the delusion on the internet for me. And I'm not sure if he was talking about Nicki or what, but I feel like he needed to stay out of this.
Mm-hmm.
And he still hasn't like said who he's talking about, but I'm not sure if he's a real fan. I
You
don't know
think that
because
it
he
could
plays
be
both
just,
sides. He
yeah,
does play
that.
both sides. And he I don't think he is really team Nicki. I think he's playing both sides. He's on the fence. He doesn't know what he wants. So I think he's
Mm.
gonna pick the other side. I don't think he's really a Nicki fan at all.
Ashton, what do you think?
I also don't think he's a Nicki fan. I think that, and it's funny because this is also full circle for me because last year when I did the space and I talked to Nicki,
Mm-hmm.
my advice to her was to tell her to stop doing features and stop like giving these artists, especially these new artists, like a feature so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like when you do that, they'll get the feature and they just be like, oh, well, okay, fuck her, like, and just shit on you and like just move on. And it's not genuine. And her response to me when I said that was, she said, "Let me tell you something." She said, "When you do something nice out of the kindness of your heart for somebody, what they do after just shows you what type of person that they are, and they won't be blessed for that, and things like that." That was her response to it, and I completely agree with what she said because she's doing it because she wants to do it, not because she's trying to get something out of it, and she's doing it out of the kindness of her heart. But I just feel like Nikki, in certain situations, I just feel like I don't want to say she should make herself accessible to these people because she genuinely liked Santana,
Mm-hmm.
but I just feel like Santana is moving a little funny, because even when they did the live when he was on her live stream on live on Instagram that time, the first thing he asked her for was a feature, and I just feel like because she never did it and because she declines features, they look at that as like her slighting them, and then they feel like, oh, well, I can shade her. I don't fuck with that bitch. All because what? You just saw her at the VMAs. You just tweeted her when she did the VMAs, and you were saying, "Oh, can I post this picture?" Because he met her. But now on the flip side, you shading her because she got into it with Lotto because you cool with her, y'all buddies. That friendship ain't gonna last forever. I guarantee you, it ain't gonna last forever.
And
Child.
I think it's weird because when JT was getting dragged for absolutely no reason, he didn't even step in to defend her, and that's supposed to be his friend.
Child, I was just gonna say that, Naya, because I don't understand how you could jump in for Lotto, but you can't jump in for JT. And what's crazy about this, and I wanted to talk about it,
Or
there was a
Miami.
or Miami. There was a
Yeah.
clip where, as we know, y'all, Cardi B put out that song with Glorilla, Tomorrow Too, and a lot of people are speculating that Cardi B's lyrics in that song are basically shots at JT, shots at Nicki Minaj, and I thought it was
And
very
even shots
funny.
at herself.
And shots at
Honest.
herself as well. But
Yeah,
I
she
thought
even
it
shots
was
at herself. Fake bitch, that's why Sweetie fucked on your nigga. That's why Sweetie fucked on your nigga. Like,
I
yeah.
thought it was just very funny because if I saw a clip where Santana was on his live singing, just rapping Cardi B's whole like lyric. Just he was in the club, I think, and he was bumping y'all, he was rapping and he knew all the words. And I'm sitting over there thinking like, how you over there just rapping all of the lyrics to a song that you probably even know is low-key a diss record to Nicki Minaj? And he's another one who has said Nicki Minaj is his idol, Nicki Minaj is this, Nicki Minaj is that. But you know what I noticed, y'all? That
Mm-hmm.
everybody's a Nicki Minaj fan until they reach a certain status in their career.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when they become mainstream or when they're on the road to mainstream, that's when they feel they don't need to show her love anymore. That's where they hold on. I'm hearing an echo. Can y'all hear that? Hello?
Let me mute.
Oh no, I don't think it's you. Oh, it could have been you. What I was saying was when they reach a certain level in their stardom, I feel like that's when they decide they want to switch. Oh, we got Chelsea up in here. Oh, y'all, I think that's my girl, Chelsea. If y'all don't know Chelsea, y'all gonna get to know Chelsea in a second. But I just think it's really funny because I feel like when they reach a certain level in their stardom, that's when they decide that they don't want to be Nicki Minaj fans anymore. That's when they decide that they want to jump ship, they want to throw shade. It's just a lot of fake shit. But before, when they were on their way to the top, everything Nicki. They were quoting Nicki. They was using Nicki as their captions. It's just fake. And I genuinely feel that way about Santana as well as Lotto, because now that Santana is feeling himself, now that he thinks he's going to be the next big gay superstar, now he's jumping ship, he's subtweeting, he's just being shady. I like Santana for what he represented, but I'm starting not to like him because I can understand how you can't jump in for your homegirl, but you could subtweet for a bitch that you just met in the industry.
You know what I'll say about Lotto and Santana? I do feel like Lotto was an actual Barb. I do feel like she was a Barb. But I feel like somehow, some way, somebody got in her ear and maybe have turned her against her. Or maybe, when people get to a certain status in the industry, they feel like even she said it herself, and she sounded so stupid when she said that. She said idols turn to rivals. And that just makes me think like you want to have like this beef with Nicki Minaj because it's going to benefit you, because you seen it kind of sort of benefit another bitch that felt like, hey, if I beef with the top bitch, I'll get a lot of like press and I'll get a lot of like exposure because my name is in the same sentence as hers all the time. And I feel like because that album sold double wood, she's looking for some type of escape, like something that's going to get her to another level in her career. And what better way to get there than to this Nicki Minaj, right? Because it seems to be a trend to get a lot of attention when you do that. We even have bloggers who turned into Nicki haters because it gets them attention. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, I
So
say names. I say
yeah,
names. We're gonna talk
you
about it.
already know.
Armand, the Big
Yeah,
Teeth, Armand Wiggins.
yeah.
Y'all, we got somebody that wants to call in. And her name is Chelsea. I'm gonna let her come on air in a second. But Ashley, you're completely right. It's not just artists, it's bloggers. We had bloggers who were blogging, and I'm not gonna say their
Even
name
Jason
because
Lee.
I'm not gonna give
That's
them
the
no
thing.
clout, but we've had some bloggers that were blogging straight Nicki Minaj support all the time. And when they got that check to go against her, it turned into a Nicki Minaj hate
Yes,
page.
Jason Lee used to be a big Nicki Minaj fan, a Barb. It's like, and it's funny because he gives me the same energy that Wendy gives like us. Like, I feel like if Nicki declined to come on your whack ass show, y'all gonna start dissing her because she don't want to come on your show, or she not really fucking with you like that, because Nikki is a person, like, she has the spirit of like discernment. Like, she just can tell when a person has a nice, pure, genuine spirit versus a person that's probably just mean and nasty. And I just feel like a lot of people try to use her name on their platform to grow their platform, and maybe she sees through that with a lot of people. I don't know.
Child, I agree. But let's let Chelsea come on air because I'm sure she has something she wants to say. Chelsea, you there?
Me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Hey, Chelsea.
Hey, I
How
would
are
put
you?
myself on camera. I'm good. I would put myself on camera, but she in a transition, child. Her
You
hair,
good.
her lashes.
You
But
good. You good.
I really wanted to, just check in with you guys, show love. I don't know why I be missing your lives and everything like that,
Well,
but
we haven't went live in a little minute, but we still been putting out YouTube, commentary videos. But this is actually the first live in a while, so we happy to have you.
good. I'm excited. I mean, y'all already know how I feel about Hamburger Helper Man
Yes,
over there.
I do want you to say something about that because we were talking about Jason Lee, but I don't know if you heard. Apparently, he's on the Grammy committee.
Yes, it's not that hard to get on the Grammy committee when you have been asking and requesting to be on it for the past 10 years. He is not a radio jockey. He is not a DJ. He's not a pioneer in the music community. However, he's been able to leverage his celebrity, friendships
Mm-hmm.
into, making people feel as though he's relevant enough or prestigious enough to be on the Grammy committee. However, there is over 100 people on the Grammy committee for people who don't know.
Oh, so
So it's
it's
not
not
like a
like he
group of
was like
12.
right. It's not like
Yeah.
it's like a special thing for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's still an accomplishment. I don't want to downplay people's accomplishments and being
Mm-hmm.
accepted, but I feel
Mm-hmm.
like once people know how many people, there's over 100 people that's considered to be on the Grammys committee. They
Mm-hmm.
don't have a specialty office like a politician would. They don't meet up and have group meetings or anything like that. They get
Mm-hmm.
on a regular Zoom call and they cast their votes in.
Mm-hmm.
The same way you would do like MTV, People's Choice. However, it's a smaller poll of people who are supposed to be pioneers or influential people in a certain category. So
Wow.
yeah, that's what that is.
So let me ask you this other question. Did you see last night when Lotto and Nicki Minaj were going at it? Did you see Jason Lee and his tweets? Or I know you don't follow him and keep up with him, but did you hear about him tweeting in support of Lotto and basically egging on the fight?
No, I don't. I think that's what any blogger has done. I know y'all, for those who don't know, I work for Tasha, and I know that Tasha will give her opinion. At the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
bloggers or people who own urban media outlets, that's their opinion. So I don't believe that Jason Lee put the battery in Lotto or Nicki Minaj's back to beef. He's a big girl, but he's not one of those girls to have that type of power. So him tweeting is no different than a 12-year-old tweeting underneath their covers after their mama told them to go to bed and get ready for the school the next day. It's no different. It didn't influence any type of argument between them. Once Lotto went ahead and posted a screenshot of
Mm-hmm.
an interview from March, I already knew that she had this cooking up and she had this pent up aggression. Because bitch, who the fuck ain't nobody? First of all, Coi Leray went double wood too. So for you to hold on to that from March,
So
you've
do
been
you?
feeling a type of way. And
Do,
I feel like people need to understand something.
mm-hmm.
When they are rallying for Nicki Minaj on social media,
Mm-hmm.
what they're really doing is they're trying to, and this is probably why Nicki does have some animosity. This is probably, and I don't know this for a fact, but this is probably why Nicki be feeling some type of way or stop liking the girls when they go so hard to cap for her on social media, is because what these new girls are doing is they're weaponizing their fan base. And they'll go, it's kind of like, you ever see a little kid, you open up a bag of Cheetos or some chips and a little kid comes up to you and be like, I like those, my mommy lets me eat those.
Yep.
And
Yep.
you sitting there looking at them like, well, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So these girls, they'll get on social media and I love Nicki. Nicki is a business.
Yeah.
If you have 50,000 for a 16, you can get a Nicki Minaj verse. Cut it out. Cut it out. You don't need to tweet. You don't need
Wait
to
a
post a
minute.
2009 picture of a
Mm-hmm.
glued pink track to your bang. You don't need to post your Barbie chain that you wore for Halloween. You can go down to your record label and you could say, I would like a Nicki Minaj verse for $250,000. They will transfer that money into Pink Friday Media record
I
label,
thought it was
and
more than
Nicki will
that.
send you a
Mm-mm.
verse.
Y'all, Chelsea dropping some gems.
Here's the real kicker. Because all of these girls are taking their $200,000 advances so they can take pictures on jets with chains,
Mm,
they don't have the budget. So they
mm,
get on social media and they cap and they cry and they whine. And when it doesn't work out for them, then they like, what's the next best thing? Now I gotta beef with you on social media.
So it's all a part of business. They're doing this. It's all a planned attack. I even said it. I said Lotto basically planned this whole situation because the minute that she got on the phone with Nicki Minaj, she has someone from her camp. I said it probably was even 21 Savage because the streets say he don't like Nicki, but someone around her basically was recording the whole conversation. And to me, if I'm not mistaken, that was recorded before they had that whole Twitter spat last night. So basically, she was saving it for a rainy day, and it just really gave calculated attack. And it just really bothered me because I don't understand how you could say you're a fan of someone, but then you felt the need to think that you needed to record a convo just in case. What was the whole purpose of recording it?
I ain't even gonna hold you. If Nikki call me right now, I'm gonna record the same shit. I don't.
So you don't fault her for the recording part.
I don't, cause she's still a girl. She's 24.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you beefing with me or not, Nikki called my motherfucking phone. You damn Skippy, I'm recording it.
So you think
The
it was
fuck?
more of a
I have
fangirl
a
moment?
screenshot of Nikki on a live saying that I look pretty. I have that screenshot pinned on my Instagram right now from 2018. I don't fault her for recording the conversation. That's
So you think it
not.
was more of like a fangirl moment, like she was excited? So
Yes.
okay. I mean,
Yes.
go ahead,
Well,
Ashley.
see, I don't think it was more of a fangirl moment. I think she recorded the conversation because of it was like a dispute between them two. So she just wanted to make sure, hey, if this gets put out, at least I have like proof of what was said. I don't think it was really more so a fangirl type of recording, if that makes
I
sense.
I could
promise
look
you,
at.
she
And
didn't know
I
what
don't look
Nikki
at
was
it,
going to say
and
on that
I
call.
I
She didn't
honestly
know
don't look
what
at her
Nikki was going
wrong.
to say.
So you think she had it
She didn't
recorded
know
from the
what
very
Nikki was
beginning?
going
Like,
to say on that call. She recorded it because she wanted people to have proof that she spoke to Nikki on the phone. Keep it a buck. Nikki could have said, "You know what, Lotto? I'm sorry. I love you." The recording would have still went on. It would have.
Oh no, I definitely think she would have recorded regardless. But the nature of their conversation was over an issue. So I think that she just wanted to make sure, like, oh, I have a receipt. Because even Nikki recorded the conversation. They both recorded it. I don't know if Lotto has the whole conversation or I'm not
wait, hold
sure.
on. I didn't know that. Nikki also recorded as well.
Yes, Nikki recorded the conversation. She said that.
Well, Nikki always gonna record the
Mm.
conversation. The
Yeah, and
job is
that's
about
why I
the.
said I don't think it's a bad thing that Lotto recorded it, only because I would have done that as well because you got to realize this is a grimy industry, very grimy.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Mm-hmm.
people will try their best to try to push a narrative about you. So I think just being smart and just being like, just to be smart, it would be smart to record the conversation just so there's no misunderstandings of words and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I can understand both sides. I do agree
Yeah.
with Chelsea. I think that she probably was just like, and from what I've heard, this was the first time they've ever had a verbal conversation on the
Yeah.
phone. She probably was like, well, look, let me have this for, just for proof that I actually spoke to Nicki Minaj.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I know that they both recorded, it clearly
Mm-hmm.
was they don't trust each other. They felt
Yeah,
they
it's
needed
like
to,
a trust thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
they felt they needed to protect each other,
Exactly.
well, themselves against the other. So I
Just in
get
case
it.
one tried to post the conversation, and you know
Mm-hmm.
how like you can post something without like posting the whole thing, and it can
Mm-hmm.
sound like something that is not, but they didn't post the entire portion.
Right.
They both recorded it just so that, hey, if anybody put out a portion of this conversation where it looks like I'm saying something that and they don't understand what I'm saying, at least I have the full conversation, so you'll know why I said what I said, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
I understand, Chelsea. When you put it like that, you put it in a different perspective, so I get it. But it's still. I just felt like the whole situation was just messy. Period. Last night, I think it's definitely a Nicki hate train. It's always been a Nicki hate train. We just got some new people now on board. So it's just crazy to me. But Chelsea, I'm reading the comments. People is laughing at what you said, and I guess people wanted to know specifically like more about you. But if you guys didn't know, she does work closely with Tasha K. Chelsea, did you want to say a little bit of what you do?
No.
You want to keep
No.
you don't want to say too much. Okay.
No, it's not that I don't want to say too much. It's just like sometimes I get on a call. Sometimes I'll join a
Yeah,
live.
you don't want it to be. I get it.
Yeah, when they find out who I work for or who I used to work for, or
Uh-huh.
they find out too much, then the conversation gets to be 100,000 questions about over there. And sometimes I don't want to. I don't want
You
the
don't want
question.
it about that.
Yeah, I
That's
want it. I'm a Bob. I'm a Christian first, a black woman second, and a Bob third. So
period.
I just wanna shoot the shits. But honey, if you wanted to know about me, just type in Chelsea Alana. It'll come up, child.
Period. And
Believe half of it.
that's a real person right there. She didn't want it to be about her, but she's very talented at what she does, y'all. She's been in the game for a while, and she's definitely been on the show before. So yeah, but y'all, hold on. Did we forget anything? Because I'm going through the list of
Wait,
topics.
I was looking before we go to the next topic. Someone named Amon Ra said, I believe it was malicious intent on Lotto's end. I can believe that. I can believe that too. I definitely can agree with you. I think she recorded it because she was trying to be safe at the same time, but I definitely can believe it was malicious at the same time. Like she was holding that for the right moment. So I agree with you.
Yeah, I like I said, if you want to look at it from both sides, it could be she was fangirling, it could be malicious, it could be a bit of both. I personally believe it was a bit of both. But like I said, I still personally don't think it was cool. I don't agree with the way Lotto handled the situation last night. And I don't like waking up today and reading opinions from all of these people that we've never really heard from them before. Why y'all speaking up now? Why do you guys have so much to say? If you guys wanted to defend Lotto, defend her by supporting her music. Because
Right.
I think
Period.
the only thing that you guys are doing is streaming Big Energy. But
Heavy
Lotto
on the
has
buying the music.
a lot of other songs that if you guys are big Lotto fans all of a sudden, why are you guys not streaming? If I beefed with Nicki Minaj, I'm going to use it as a platform for my music, okay? I'm going to market off of it. So why are you guys not use this as an opportunity? Y'all say y'all didn't know who she was. Why y'all not streaming her stuff now since y'all love her so much? I just
Yeah. Oh wait. And you know what? I want to point out another thing. We can't. We can't believe a person who has had consistent lies in their career. I just wanted to point out the fact that she said when she was younger, when she was on the rap game, she said that she writes all her music, only for us to find out now that she admitted to having writers. Even when Nikki pressed her and said, "Do y'all want to hear these reference tracks where the reference track is literally they're saying the same lyrics that she's rapping?" Now she's admitting, "Oh, I do have writers." And it pissed me off when she tried to insinuate that Nikki has writers too, but I'm not gonna get into that. We already know Nikki writes all her shit when it comes to her rapping. She's writing it. But I don't know if people saw the other rapper, Super Peach. She spoke on it too, and she was just saying how she's been talked about this for years. And Lotto tried to bully this same girl because Super Peach was known to not, write everything. Her sister was helping her write. Now you bullied her. You were 16 bullying the 12-year-old because she had a ghostwriter, only for us to find out years later that you have a ghostwriter as well.
Naya, let me ask you a question.
Yikes.
Do you that was a good point, Ashton. Naya, do you truly believe that as a female rapper or a rapper period that a lot of these artists are using ghostwriters to help them with certain songs?
I think that a lot of female rappers are using ghostwriters. And I feel like to be a rapper, it's different for having writers in like any other genre, like pop or something. But when you're a rapper, writing makes you a rapper. If you're not writing your music, are you even like really a real rapper? And that's why I love Nicki so much because she actually writes her music. And I actually can understand and I feel her through her music. But listening to other people, you don't get that because they don't write their own stuff.
Um, Go
I
ahead,
want
Chelsea.
to jump in real quick. And after I just said I don't want to talk about my job, however, Tasha just interviewed a ghostwriter in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And so let me word this carefully, child.
Okay.
What people don't understand with what rap was back then to what rap now is, the difference is back then, a lot of the female rappers, they only did rap. They didn't do ballads. They didn't do pop references. They didn't do different genres of music on their albums. So when Mulatto was saying, "Oh, we use the same ghostwriters," that's a little bit different because when Nicki says anything I rap, I spit, absolutely, Nicki writes her raps. But when
Right.
it comes to the melodies and the ballads and just like even the whole situation with not situation, but the songs with Beyonce and the songs with other
Mm-hmm.
songstress
Mm-hmm.
that are technically her songs, but because there's other ballads and other like melodies that are outside of the rap genre, to use a quote unquote ghostwriter to write a melody or a hook or to take a sample off a reference track of a song that you wanted to turn into a rap album, that's where it gets sticky because the girls are manipulating the situation. We all know
Mm-hmm.
that if you wanted Nicki and Lotto, Cardi, Megan, all that, we know who's gonna be able to hold their own in a freestyle battle in a BET. That's why BET don't even do the fucking freestyle battles. They don't call the baby mamas to come do it for them because a lot of these girls can't hold their own in a freestyle battle. But when you are trying to say that someone uses a ghostwriter because they sampled a track of a song that was originally meant for a R&B artist, those are two different things. And that's what Mulatto tried to reference.
Right, right. I agree with that too. And I personally don't feel like it's really a bad thing for artists to work with writers, because there are certain songs that you might need a little bit more inspiration on. You might need to see it from a different light. I don't think it's wrong, anything wrong with it. What I think is wrong is if you are calling yourself a rapper, but you have somebody writing your whole entire track. It's okay to get like a little help. It's okay to get inspiration from people,
Rappers write bars.
but
We
for
don't
you
write
to
melody, bitch.
No,
but
yeah, like basically that's what it is. Okay,
yeah,
somebody didn't write a melody or didn't write a bridge, which are things you would not see in a standard rap song.
right,
Oh,
right.
y'all hear me?
Who is that?
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Legally Pink. Sorry.
It's okay. I don't know who. Look, it sounds like we got a few people up in the studio, but look, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that there's anything wrong with artists working with writers. But so, and I'm direct, so I don't care. Like Raggedy B, like, and I'm not gonna say her. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
Raggedy
Your mouth.
B, from what I know, usually has a person or persons writing a whole entire rap for her, but then goes around and says that she is a rapper, she's a songstress, she's this, she's that. No, you're an entertainer. There's a difference between an entertainer and a rapper. And I
You're a
truly,
reader.
a reader, senorita, that's just what it is. And I truly believe that people like her should not call themselves rappers because they can't write a rap by themselves. They need someone else to literally hold the pen for them to tell them, say it like this, do it like that. Versus some artists may just need somebody to tell them what word to use in replace of another one. That's not a big deal. Nicki Minaj will sit in a booth and actually write a whole rap. So I just don't really think it's nothing wrong with it.
Nicki's wrote entire
But for
songs.
y'all to make it seem like Nicki needs somebody to like stand next to her and help her write, y'all talking about the wrong person. Y'all need to direct that to Raggedy B, because as we know, even in the very last song that she just put out, let's just say congratulations party. That's just all that I have to say. And I just thought it was really funny that she decided to take it to Twitter and call JT out for allegedly using ghostwriters. But I also believe that JT is another one who could sit in the booth and actually write a rap.
Yeah, it just be sucks. It sucks sometimes. That's it. But she can. It'll suck sometimes, but she can.
Yeah. I mean, we're not gonna act like every single JT song is a hit, but to me, she's talented, and she doesn't need the help that I feel like some of these other girls who chart a little higher than her get. And I don't know. I would say even I don't really think Megan needs help as well. I know she has worked with writers, but I don't think that she is incapable of writing a rap. But for y'all to try to make it seem like Nicki Minaj needs a ghostwriter, when did she ever? I don't. It's just mind boggling to me. And I think that for Lotto to kind of make that reference last night, it was very much a reach.
It was a reach. Are we forgetting that Chun Li was literally entirely written by Nicki Minaj? Like entirely.
Not even that. What about Looking Ass Nigga?
Like, come
That
on
was
now.
a Nicki Minaj great, like one of her greatest songs to me. I loved every lyric in that song. And I was told that she sat in the studio and she actually wrote that whole song by herself. And what's another song? What's y'all favorite Nicki Minaj songs actually?
Oh, that's hard
Playtime's
to
over.
That's
pick.
so
I
hard.
like Slumber Party. What else? Hold on a second.
That's
Ooh,
hard.
Slumber
I
Party.
love
I
I'm the
remember
Best.
that.
That's my song right
Ooh,
there.
I'm the best. Okay.
That's my song.
I like Chirac. I
Also,
love
when
Chirac.
again, somebody
I
put me
mean,
on to that song too.
I could go on for days. I love Want Some More, Looking at Chun Li.
Oh, let me see.
I think we sleep on Miami.
Oh,
Miami was
Miami
another
is
good
that
song.
girl. I was just listening to that song the other day. Like what? Um,
Miami. What's another one?
Hard White too.
I'm
That's
looking
very
for
slept on.
Hard White is definitely a
Honestly,
bop.
y'all, to me, what was it? Queen. That was one
Right.
of her best albums. I think
My
that a lot
favorite
of
album, honestly, from Nicki is actually the Pink Print album.
I
It's
love
just that
Pink Print,
it's
but I
that
think
album
Queen
for
is a
me.
little bit. I think she has some hidden gems on Queen that people kind of like overlook. And to
Uh,
me, like Miami, lyrically, I love Miami. I love Hard White. What's the other one? Let's see. And y'all feel free. I see y'all in the
I
comments say,
love
"Oh,
Nip Tuck. Do y'all love Nip Tuck? Oh my gosh, that's my song.
Nip Tuck was that
Okay.
girl." They in the comments they're saying they love Hard White, Shanghai Favorite, the Crying Game, Jump Off, LLC. LLC was that girl too.
It was.
I'm seeing Freedom. Freedom was actually what I wanted to play as the intro song today, y'all. But we was gonna get copyrighted, so we had to switch it up. But Pink Print is that girl. Actually, they're agreeing with you. They like Pink Print.
Yeah, the Pink Print is her best album. I'm sorry. It's
I
either
like
out of the
Pink
Pink.
Print.
If somebody said Pink Friday, I wouldn't argue because it's like that's a classic album. But it's either out of Pink Friday and Pink Print for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I like Queen and I like Pink Friday, but Pink Print, that's my favorite. Definitely my
Yeah,
favorite.
It's just the top girl.
it's just the top
I
girl.
don't make the rules.
But y'all, I think we covered all the topics. I don't know. Do y'all have anything else? I did want to talk about,
I
what's her name,
mean, I
Chica,
do
but
want
you
to
told
shed
me
light
don't
on a
talk
few
about her.
things. I want to shed light on how Cardi ran when Nicki put that pen in that profile picture. I just wanted to make sure
Wait,
everybody
hold
remembered
on, hold on, hold
that.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
Wait,
hold
hold
on.
on, hold on.
Let's reel it back in, Ashton. What happened?
You know when they was changing their profile pictures when Cardi and JT got into the beef, like on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Nicki changed her picture to JT, then Cardi changed hers to Remy, and then Nicki put the picture of the pen and the profile picture, and Cardi ran.
Yeah, it
Because
got
we know
real quiet.
she
Let's
couldn't put
let's
a
talk
pen.
about how also Cardi ran when Akbar released that diss track. She didn't say shit.
Well, we know
Let's
that Cardi couldn't have posted no pen as her
let's
profile
also
picture.
talk about
So,
how Cardi ran when Malibu pulled up on her ass.
oh, well, no, I want to talk about that. Hold on, because
Yikes.
y'all know I'm from New York, and I was very upset because I seen a lot of people in the comments talking about Malibu. She was scared. She came a whole hour late. That's how I know y'all not really from the hood. Because first off, when you about to fight somebody, yes, you're rushing, you're throwing your shit on, but you also got to get to the goddamn destination. I think an hour was a reasonable time for Malibu to pull up on Cardi
And it
because
wasn't even an hour, to be honest. That's they reaching. It was less than an hour. And if you really wanted to see her like that, you would have, man, you could have U-turned, bitch. Come on now. Hit
but
the
if
views.
a girl is if I'm saying to somebody if a nigga tell me he want to fight me and I'm like okay what's up, why would I leave the destination? I'm gonna be texting him like okay well where you at, how long, what's your ETA, should I stay, should I go, are you coming? It was all for clickbait. Like if you really pay attention, what Cardi did was she went there, she took a little video in front of her hood, and then she said okay, I posted the video. Now let's go. And that's really what it was given. It was given. I'm just gonna pop in for clickbait, for a conversation, for people to say I'm not pussy, and I'm gonna leave.
Right. Mind you, she never gave Malibu no details about no location, nothing. She did that for Instagram, for the social media shit.
And what Malibu did was when she seen where Cardi B was at, that's where she pulled up to. So yes, y'all, it did take an hour, but y'all gotta factor in traffic in New York City. I don't know if she done walked, who knows if she took a train, who knows if she took a cab or if she drove. New York City, it
It's the
might take a
fact
little
that you
while.
it's the fact that you left the babies at home to go act like you wanted to fight.
It's the fact that I've seen videos of Cardi B getting beat up, and I just don't understand why you felt like it was okay for you to pull up on a girl who's really sanctioned, who's really in the streets, and who probably would have beat your ass. I don't understand what did she do it for? Because if you really wanted to fight, you would have stayed.
Exactly. And then let's point out the fact that let's not look over this. A quote unquote superstar posted her location and nobody showed up. How does that happen?
And that's another thing that I'm so glad
Nobody
that
saw
she
you.
said. That's so,
Nobody saw you in the streets.
why when she posted the video, y'all, I'm looking at the video. I'm like, where's the people at? Because I know if I seen a celebrity on my block, I'm gonna be right there. I'm probably be outside what's up? Like nobody was on the block. And I understand she probably has security, but it just seemed
And
like
you said you waited an hour and nobody pulled up on you. Nobody has videos, even if they couldn't meet up and like come see you or whatever and greet you. They could have still like been at afar, like showing that you was there. Nobody saw her. So how does that happen?
I don't know. It's just it's giving. It was calculated. And from what I know about Cardi B, she's always traveling in packs. She's always taking that. What's that gang member she be with? Star Brim or whoever. She's
Saw
always
him.
yeah,
Yeah.
Star him and Hennessy, No Colada, all them people she be running with. She's always taking them with her everywhere she goes. So why would you if you're really about that life, yeah, you're gonna pull up to fight. But me, I'm not pulling up alone because I don't know who this girl is bringing. But it just was weird to me that she pulled up and she pulled up alone, and you stayed for 5 minutes, posted your video, and you left. You posting videos in the car on your way home, like bye, like girl, you didn't want to fight. You know, you didn't really want to fight Malibu, and that's just the truth. And then I don't know, Ashton, if you've seen all her little minions, Mariah Lynn and Bianca Bonney, decided that they wanted to take that moment to try to say they want to fight Malibu.
Oh wait, see, I didn't see the Mariah Lynn thing, but I definitely seen the Bianca, that expired Campbell's chicken noodle soup bitch say something. Um, and I didn't understand why they even inserted themselves into this. It's like y'all are like at the y'all. I wouldn't even say y'all are at the bottom of the totem pole. Y'all not even on the fucking totem pole to begin with to even speak on anything dealing with Nicki Minaj or anybody. So
And
it's
what I
like
don't get, Ashton, is why these girls be going so hard for Cardi B. And these are girls that said that they've been Cardi B's fans before the fame or since Love and Hip Hop, whatever. Why she didn't give none of y'all a feature? Where's the Bianca Bonnie and Cardi
that is what
feature?
gets me. This girl claimed to be about female unity and supporting females, but she don't want to do no songs with y'all. She don't want her
Especially
biggest
Mariah
wish was to do a
Lynn.
song with Nicki Minaj.
Well, especially Mariah Lynn, exactly, Naya. But it's just I don't get it. Y'all going so hard for Cardi B. I didn't even see y'all at her birthday party. Where's the pictures? Were
Who?
y'all invited? Did you guys get an invite? Because out of all these people that be going hard for Cardi B, why I don't see her supporting y'all? She didn't repost y'all. She didn't like a tweet. I don't see her. I didn't see y'all at her party. But these are the main people that when she get into it, with people say they want to fight them. They want to jump in the fight. They want to just
Yikes.
child. But look, y'all, we got a caller. Are you? Is the caller on air? Let's see.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Bitty bitty bum bum.
Okay, so we talked about a lot, and we are coming to the very end of our show. But what did you want to talk about?
What I want to talk about? I just want to talk about let's see, like Cardi B.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish that she would just like kind of let things go. Um, it's just amazing how she wants to call Tasha K a bully when she was down at that club throwing blows for a man. Now,
I was trying not to talk about that, but you are so right, child. You're so
yes,
right.
but have we heard anything about Tasha K out there throwing blows? The only thing we knew is she did what she did in court.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and so I just
Um,
really feel like she needs to really take a seat.
I don't know all of what's going on between that situation. All
Oh,
I
she
can
was still
say,
guilty.
yeah, all I can say is that Cardi B knows exactly what she's doing, and she does everything. She's very calculating. She thinks she could pick on certain people, and she shies away from others. But sometimes those people that she decides she wants to go after really end up coming out on top. So, I've been seeing a couple tweets. I've been seeing a couple stuff in the media of her, going after people like Tasha K and other people, and it's kind of backfiring on her because I don't feel like she's getting the reactions that she thought she would get. Um, I think honestly, since she's decided to target Tasha K has been flourishing. I've been seeing her everywhere. Uh,
Exactly.
she's getting interviews left to right. With her engagements are still high, if not higher. So it's just like, are you really winning, or are you making yourself just look stupid?
Right. Well, the thing is, Cardi needs to take time and really just focus on her kids and not following her man around because she's scared he's going to cheat. You know, it
Mm.
there. See, she wants to call out people's flaws, but she's not talking about, you know, and something on her man for him not to cheat no more, allegedly. Okay. And then another thing is like Cardi, we need you in the studio. I'm tired of seeing her drop lines and bars on Twitter and Instagram and all that. Like, I want to hear it in a song. I want to hear it in a song. Let's
That's
see.
what everybody's been saying. It's like she gets on Twitter and argues with everybody, but it's like soon as somebody pressing her, like if you're gonna diss somebody, put it in a song. Like don't nobody want to see tweets. Like it's childish.
Yeah. And then if we really want to talk about something, let's talk about her past. She's always talking about Nicki Minaj's husband and her brother, but let's talk about you and how you had to get a man and how you lured the man to the hotel and did what you did. Sounds really
Child,
desperate to me. Sounds like somebody needed a little encouragement to be with you. Let's talk about it.
child, child. Look, you're saying everything that all of us think. And I really, it takes time. When you're not really a rapper, you can't really pop your shit and say, I'm gonna go in the booth. Because really, she has to work on Party's time. She needs to check with his assistants and his schedule to see if he has the time to actually write her a song.
She
Um,
needs to start checking those emails so she can get on those songs before he gives it to somebody else. I think that's the problem too. Because as she's tweeting, she's missing those emails.
Right, just like she missed out on that motherfucking Call of Duty deal because she want to be
You see what I'm
sending
saying?
niggas to beat these bitches up because your man cheating on you.
child,
Imagine
See,
that.
but what,
she's in the wrong field. She should be for the neighborhood watch because she can tell when everybody's cheating. She
hold
can
on.
tell when everybody like
Producers,
seriously.
where's the bombs? Because that was a good one. I need a bomb for that too. We need Cardi B on the neighborhood watch. Actually, let's start a few petitions. Can we start a petition for I need a petition for Cardi B to find a new career. Boldies, I want y'all to do this. Y'all know about change.org, right? Let's start a petition, I'm sorry, for her to find a new career. What you said, the neighborhood watch, maybe they will employ her.
The neighborhood watch.
Okay, that's the first petition. Then let's start a second one. We need to challenge Cardi B to go in the studio, y'all. Let's even give her 48 hours. I was going to say 24. Let's see if she can write a freestyle in 48 hours. I want to start a petition on that. Let's see how many people we can get to support the cause because for someone who don't write their own raps, for someone who is, what is she, 11-time diamond winner on a song or something like that for I Like It or one of those songs, how do you have so much time to argue on Twitter? Like she's literally always on Twitter arguing with people. She's literally always losing deals based off of the fact that she can't control herself. So maybe this is not the career for her. I don't think being a rapper is what Cardi should be doing. I think the neighborhood watch is more up her lane. She could maybe even try to work for Twitter. Y'all think Twitter's hiring?
Oh yeah, her eyes work. Her eyes
Yikes.
work and her fingers are fast.
Yeah, I think Twitter.
But really, they not because if y'all noticed when she was going back and forth with JT, somebody was writing tweets for her because I know how she talks and I know how she types.
Yeah.
She was not typing that. I guarantee you she was. It was too. It was too like. I don't know. The grammar was too good, and she was using punctuation. She don't use that, so no.
But oh, you know what? Actually, you are so right. I saw a lot of periods and commas, and
Yeah, like
she's Queen Run-On sentence. So where did
right.
this? I don't get. You are so right. Actually, y'all, somebody said in the comments, "What about a private detective?" I don't think Cardi B can do all that, y'all. You got to take certain tests and stuff like that, and we don't think she will pass any written test or anything like that. So,
And it requires a certain skill for that too.
yes, and I don't think she got that because if she was a private detective, she would know who her man be cheating on her with, and it really be Twitter who be telling her who her man is cheating with.
Maybe she should go work at Jocelyn's Cabaret.
Oh, you think so? Because she used to be a stripper. Oh, you know what, Ashley? Maybe she could be Jocelyn's bottom bitch.
Right.
Period.
That's a really good one. Let's start that petition as well. Let's get her on season 4 of Jocelyn's Cabaret. I think that is the best job, actually. That in the neighborhood watch, y'all. Maybe we can get Cardi a new career because rapping, I'm not. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean, or she could be a blogger because she damn near run Hollywood Unlocked anyway.
Ooh, a blogger's a good job as well. Oh, but you know what? She definitely does because she also runs Ken Barbie's blog too.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we could get her a blog.
Both of them got me blocked.
Oh, we're not even gonna talk about Ken Barbie because can I ask y'all a question? Is Ken Barbie transitioning, or
I
is
hope
he?
not.
What is no? I'm no. It's a serious question. Is he
I
transitioning or
hope.
is he? Because I saw a video of him and he was like dressed as a boy. Then I'm seeing other videos of him and he's dressed as a girl. And y'all know I'm a part of the community. I love my trans. I love my gays. But I just don't get him. What is he? What is he? And what is he doing?
I don't know what he's. I don't know.
Because
Honestly, I
he
don't
was
know.
on Twitter talking about. They pulled up a tweet where he was calling somebody the F word and all that stuff. And it's people like him that I don't understand. How are you a part of a community, but you think you're better than everybody else and you look the way that you look?
It's that chin for me. I don't know.
And
That
the
jaw.
video.
I can't.
Y'all, look, look, I can't. Look, Queen, are you getting your life? I see you over there just dying.
Listen here. I got my chips and my salsa. I got my margarita, okay? Bitty
Y'all
bitty
know,
bop.
y'all know after this live, y'all know the girls is gonna try to come for us. You know that's what they do.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, it's funny because I remember. I don't even think I've ever told y'all this, but I remember we did a video on the That's a Blow channel a long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember I had said something to the effect of Cardi needs to like focus on being a mom. That's why her children was calling somebody else mommy. Tell me why. I get on Twitter and I see a bunch of my tweets got reported. They were trying to get my page suspended.
Child, look,
And every tweet that was reported was a tweet about Cardi.
child, look. I'm with
That
the shit.
song Money, what her kids was trying to tell her that Offset is trying to take your money, money, money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
this is the thing. What man is going to sit up here and fumble the bag that's beneficial for him? Like, her color is getting her out of court. Hello.
Yeah, I thought that was so nasty that she only got community service for what she did. Because had she been a black woman, she would have been in jail.
You hear me?
And that's just sad. It's sad that she gets away with so much. Even how she on video said that she drugged and robbed men, and people literally looked over that. But we have people like Bill Cosby and R.
It's
Kelly and these people getting penalized for it, which they should be. But they should also keep the same energy for her as well.
She's not as dark as us. Oh, she can.
She ain't
They
even black.
well listen.
She's not.
It's, it's the skin color because she's not our color. She can rap as hood as she can. She can do those moves as hood as she can, but it's not going. It's a no-go for the people that it's the way that they branded her.
Exactly.
But she plays the black card when it's beneficial for her. Because I've definitely seen posts where she said she's black, she said she's this, she said she's that. And the truth is she's not because she doesn't get treated the same way that we do. It's just the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all, I'm really just over Cardi B. And honestly,
I think everybody is, to be honest. I mean, I don't know if y'all noticed something, but I noticed this. Cardi, and mark my words when I say this, y'all gotta bookmark this. Her career has been on the decline for a while now. That's why the Hot Shit song has exited the chart. She's trying to rely on these other female rappers. She's riding their wave. She rode Megan's wave when WAP came out because had Megan not been on WAP, the song would have never even went number one. Let's get into that. Number two, she released Hot Shit. You had two big features on there, Lil Durk and Kanye West, and the song flopped. And then I felt so bad for you spending all that fucking money on a CGI video only for people to not even watch it and also for the song to flop. So now you're trying to ride Glorilla's wave, and then you tried to do that whack ass Ice Spice motherfucking song that you didn't put out because the shit was trash. It's like every single time we see you now, you're doing something on somebody else's dime. Like you're doing something to get you're trying to ride their wave. And I guarantee you, all of these lashings that you see, all these lashings she's been doing on Twitter, her career's on a decline. You're gonna see a lot of that. When
But
she's
Ashton,
not.
what did you tell me earlier? Not to cut you off, but what did
Mhm.
you tell me earlier about Glorilla?
Oh, Glorilla. It was so funny because Glorilla was following Nicki at one point. She was following Nicki, but when she did the song with Cardi, Glorilla actually unfollowed Nicki and she posted a video on her story where it showed Nicki and it said Queen of Rap, and then it kind of like moved her out of the video and put Glorilla up like, yeah, like she's the new Queen of Rap.
Bitch, you
I
my
thought
son,
that
don't
was
sit on a potty.
I thought that was weird because
But
you'll
you know
never
what?
do that.
Glorilla's not the only person to do that. We also have Miss Ice Spice, which I know she's been getting a lot of hate. I actually like her. You know, when it comes to the New York girlies, it might be a little biased, but I like some of these New York girls that's coming out. But what I don't like is Ice Spice came into the game very much team Nicki Minaj. There's been videos she's attended. It was a concert or something where Nicki Minaj was performing. She was in the crowds recording it. She was rapping the whole Nicki Minaj verse. She was saying Queen this, Queen that. Was a big Nicki fan. And then ever since Cardi got a hold of her, now it's Cardi this, Cardi that. And I think a lot of people try to make it seem like Nicki tries to influence the girls to have issues with Cardi B. But no, it's really the other way around. And what I wanted to say earlier was, you guys really annoy me when you guys try to make it seem like Nicki Minaj is a bully. Can we talk about how when Megan Thee Stallion came in the game, she came in the game very much Team Nicki, right? If we go back to that live and I always talk about this, that live that she did with Nicki Minaj, in the live, she was subbing the hell out of Cardi B. She was saying Cardi B don't write her raps. She was saying all this stuff about Cardi B. Mind you, Nicki was not talking about Cardi. Nicki was not, it wasn't about Cardi. And if I'm not mistaken, when Megan was shading Cardi, Nicki was she said something along the lines of child, like, try to change the subject. Megan was shading the hell out of Cardi. How do you go from that to now you hate Nicki and Cardi's your big sis?
And that is what gets me. Even more strange, like Cardi's been trying to she's been saying that people have been subbing her, like, oh, Akbar's been subbing me, Malibu, all these people have been subbing me, but it's been so many instances where we see Megan throw shots at you. Megan said that comparing you to Nicki is like comparing Lil Pump to J. Cole. She also said, let me go write some shit. She's doing all these things she's jabbing you left and right, but you never came at Megan. Why is that? Are you scared of Megan? I know you would never come at Megan because her nigga writes for you. So if that happens, you can kiss your career. You really can kiss your career goodbye at that point.
And she's used Party as a main writer for years since she's came into the game. Mm-hmm. So burning bridges with Megan won't be smart.
It won't be smart.
I didn't understand why has she never came at Megan for the blatant shade, child. Like it was so direct. I know she felt the shit. You didn't say nothing to Megan, but you want to come for people like JT, who's only featured on a song with somebody you don't like. What did JT do to you?
Mind you, it was also put out there that people went and found her old videos. They went through the comments on YouTube and seen that she was liking a lot of stuff that was shading Cardi, saying, oh, you're going to replace Cardi. She's better than Cardi. All these things that Megan was hearting the comments on. And Cardi never addressed that.
Child, I'm sick of these rap girls. They better hope that I really don't blow up for real, because if they worried about these other bloggers, I'm really gonna give them a run for their money.
Like, I got something for that ass.
I got a lot to say, because all this fake shit, I'm not doing the Hollywood shit. Like the Jason Lees and the Kyles and all these people who wanna, hide their hand, throw rocks, jump ship. Ride with who you was riding with from the very beginning. It's nothing wrong with making amends with people. It's nothing wrong with growing up and moving on. But I would never, and I don't know if it's the New York in me, I could never sit and shade a bitch and then go sit and break bread with the same bitch. Like,
I can't do that either. I'm not about to sit up here. I can't even follow you on social media. I can't do anything with you if I feel a certain way about you. Like, I'm not fake like that. Like, I know some people have a talent for doing that, because it definitely is a talent to be fake like that. But I don't have that bone in my body. I can't do that.
The industry is not built for the weak, but I just truly feel like some of these girls show who they really are. And I can never hang out with a girl like that in real life. And it hurts my feelings because I really did like Megan. I think Megan is actually very talented. I just don't like her. You don't think so?
I mean, she has bars, I will say, but Megan is very repetitive. She's like the female version of not little baby, da baby to me. Um, I just never was really into her, and it's funny because I get her more because I'm from Houston, so I get her, but I just feel like she's like a one trick pony. Like she only knows how to do one thing. She don't know how to switch it up. And I think that's why people love artists like Nicki Minaj and Doja Cat because you don't know what you're gonna get when it comes to them. Like they're gonna give you a different flavor every single time. Like they're not gonna feed you the same thing over and over again. And I respect artists that are able to always reinvent themselves and push themselves and try new things, you know?
Child, look, I wanted. Oh, I think we got a caller, but I wanted to point out the fact. Did y'all realize that we've been doing this for like 2 hours, and did y'all know we hit like almost 400 viewers?
And ears.
Wow.
And
Yeah, you know, you know that you're really that girl when the viewers stay in a live for a
Oh
long
yeah, I've been
period of
waiting.
time.
Yes.
Oh,
I've been waiting.
hey, hey, what's up? What you wanted to say?
Hey, so this is what I wanted to say. I just need like a good 5 minutes because you know what? I've been a
Uh oh,
bar.
okay.
I've been a bar for a very long time. I'm 31 years old, and all my friends be like, "You too old to be a barb." I be like, "Fuck y'all." Okay, all right, f y'all. I'm sorry for cussing, but anyway, um, my whole thing is this: from the beginning, Nikki has never caught any slack. Okay, that girl literally built her career. She literally built her career. She came in, did what she said what she was gonna do, and she did it. From the beginning, everybody want to ignore the fact that Nikki has ignored and didn't do any messy stuff for almost 10 years. When she starts defending herself, now she's old and the rapist thing and this and this and this and that. First of all, Nikki has everything that all these other artists want. They know that they're not on her level, which is why Mulatto ended up saying, "Oh, hey," kept trying to force her to get on multiple songs. I don't know if y'all, remember the messages from last night. You was
Mhm.
forcing this girl, right, to get on multiple songs. You was asking her for her input. Oh, what you think, what you think, what you think, and she basically was nicely trying to tell you like, no, it's trash. She was being real with you. She gave you good advice, and you got upset. You couldn't handle the advice, just like Nikki said. You ain't got no friends. People not telling you the truth.
Mhm.
Then it circulates from just overall. Everybody does it. Remy did it. Remy stayed in jail all them years. She planned to come home and do the whole diss and Nikki thing.
Yeah.
If anybody remember, the realest person who ever told the truth, even saying she was mad as well, Lady Luck. She said everybody was mad at Nikki, and that is still currently happening today.
Hmm.
Everybody is mad at Nikki because they fake pretend to like her, and then oh, we gonna be friends. Everything that everybody knows. And then when it goes left, see the issue with Nikki is she knows herself. You have a backbone. I don't care how old or young you are. She has a backbone. She knows her worth, and she's not gonna let nobody keep trying to get clout off her name. She's
Period.
protecting herself. She's standing up for herself. And truthfully, I really just wish Nikki say the hell with the Grammy.
Um, I feel like I agree. I think the G in Grammy stands for garbage because I'm just not a Grammy fan. I don't feel
Exactly.
like a Grammy defines a person's status in their career.
Mm-hmm.
But I do understand why Nicki Minaj
Yes.
would want one because she
You're right.
deserves it.
Right. And then when she doesn't get one, the more and more they push other people to get it,
Hmm.
it makes the other newer girls start feeling like they're above her. And then it's, oh, well, at least I got a Grammy. That's now they subbing her. They throwing that in her face. So I can understand how she feels and I understand why she's doing it. And I understand she's also not doing it just for herself. She's doing it for other people.
Right.
And that's what makes them so weak minded. These people are so weak
They have no backbone. Their ancestors should have taught them better. You are so weak to sit there and go against this girl who's trying to do something that stand up for everybody, not just herself.
Amen. Amen.
Shauna, yes. Shauna,
Yeah.
And
yes.
it happens. It don't even happen just with celebrities. It happens in the everyday life. The average person who is trying to thrive, get somewhere, work hard, start a business,
Yeah.
start this, start that. They do it
Yeah.
to people like us too.
Yeah.
They do it to us. Our own family doesn't want to see us,
Yeah.
prosper. It's not just celebrities, but I understand where she's coming from. And the reason why I can identify, and I'm not being biased because I love Nicki, but I'm not
Yes.
being biased. This happens to all of us. The
Mm-hmm.
reason why I can identify it is because of that. And this is really sad and pathetic because it's like you knock people down and they still rise above you. And then you paint them as like, oh, she's a bully and rapist, rapist this, rapist that. First of all, that whole thing, that girl ain't raped nobody. If she did, if she made that decision for any of them, she would be in jail and not them.
Okay.
Y'all got to stop being corny and saying that because it's very, very low vibrational. Like that plate that girl was saying is low
Okay, hold
vibrational.
on. Producers, can we get a bomb, please? Because yeah. We need a bomb for that because that plate, this very low vibrational, baby, just like that plate that Stormy was talking about.
Yes. And I'm just I'm so proud of this girl and how she literally built herself up.
Mm-hmm.
Even in her problem, even in her days where she really got depressed, when she really felt like everybody was going against her. And when she say the machines, that means a lot of these bloggers who really know the truth behind the scene, but they just keep trying to run with a narrative
For
so
a
that they
check.
can stay relevant.
And for a check. You got to understand a lot of these
Yes.
bloggers, and I said that earlier, some of these bloggers that are now Nicki Minaj hate blogs, they started off as Nicki Minaj love blogs.
Yeah.
Or just being fair, period, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then once they started to gain attention and get followers, that's when, of course, endorsements come along.
Right.
Advertisement deals come along. That's when some of these celebrities start even privately hitting them up saying, if you don't post this or if you post that, I'll pay you. So those blogs turned into I hate Nicki Minaj pages.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just all about a check. And that's why I said these bitches better hope I don't ever really get in the industry because
I agree
I
when
would
you said
never
that.
post
Yes.
for no check. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And can I
And
say something? Oh,
Sure.
oh, I was gonna say like they need to realize you are a disposable paper towel. That's just like on the job. When they get tired of you, girl, they are
Yep.
getting rid of you.
Mm-hmm.
Understand that. And just because you think that you're doing your job, guess what? It's somebody out there that can do your job
10
better.
times better. Yep.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. And
Ciao.
I
You got
believe
a
that
super sticker.
that's what happened with Mulatto. I believe she got so much in her feelings
Mm-hmm.
and she started to become paranoid and obsessed with beefing with Nicki because maybe whatever she was promised, maybe her insecurity stood in the way. It was multiple things that made her paranoid to think that Nicki was saying this and saying this about her. And when Nicki provided the proof, and even the girl who, I guess the person who she blocked or whatever, even that person was saying, no, she blocked me. Like she blocked me on the 2nd or the 3rd of October, something like that. She still wanted to run with, oh no, you still was talking about me. You delusional and you paranoid. You paranoid because you ain't did right. And when you don't do right, it's gonna show. You gonna
Right. And I
find
Ciao.
out
just want to
yourself.
say right quick, we got a congratulations from Bernice Nick Dog King. She sent us $5, a super sticker. Shout out to you. We want to thank you so much. And you said you get paid soon. Next chat, you promised it'll be bigger. Listen, we are thankful for that, but we do appreciate you donating in the future. All
Child,
right.
look, I wanted to say this. I wanted to kind of open the door to something. Me and the producers have talked a few times about actually starting a podcast for That's So Bold. I think from seeing these numbers today and even the lives that we've done in the past, I know that we will definitely continue to rise in numbers. I'm very proud of what happened today. If you guys don't know, this is my first show in a few months. I kind of took a break because I've been doing some other stuff. Naya has taken over the commentary video. She's been killing it. We've jumped in subscribers from what we were. I'm very happy working with That So Bold. But I'm back. And I think that, and I want you guys in the comments to let us know if you agree. I think that we need to start a podcast, me, Ashton, and Naya. But I also feel like I want to open the doors to interview one person to join us on air. I don't know if we will do it on YouTube. I don't know if we'll, do it on another platform. But I think we need a weekly podcast, or I don't know how many days. We'll figure it out. But I think that today alone showed that we have something to say, and what we have to say is important. And I think that we need a That So Bold podcast. Naya and Ashton, what do you think?
I think that would be dope.
Girl, I think it would be really good for us to do that.
I think it would be dope. I think that we could definitely talk. They in the comments saying yes, and yes, they in the comments saying they want a podcast. So we're gonna make that work. We might just do like a weekly live YouTube show. Most likely, y'all won't get another live this long. We've only been talking this long because we are very passionate about what we're talking about.
And the crazy part about it,
What?
I don't even think this little lotto situation is over. I feel like more shit's gonna happen. So,
and we're gonna need to cover it.
it's gonna be a lot.
We're gonna need to get right back together, y'all, and we're gonna need to talk about it. So I'm gonna do what I can to make a That So Bold podcast work. I want Naya and Ashton on with me, but I also think that I want to open the door to one other person.
Well, I'm here. I'm already been occupying the space.
I can't choose between you or you and Shauna just came on air, and it's just I don't know. It's just
how about we rotate? We rotate. That keeps it spicy and fun.
Mm-hmm. What do y'all think, Boldies? What do y'all think? Did y'all like
that makes sense?
Did y'all like Shauna's energy? Did y'all like Queen's energy? What do y'all think? Let us know in the comments so we can decide. But what do y'all think? I'm thinking that's what we need to do. I'm very excited about it. I think it's a good idea. We'll figure it out behind the scenes. But it's looking like we might have a weekly podcast, y'all. So thank you for whoever donated. I really appreciate it. And y'all, I think we covered every topic. Yeah, I know I wanted to read that Chica girl, but Ashton told me not to do it. So
yeah.
I'm gonna just let it go because I just don't understand why Chica had anything to say about Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, it's just like she's so irrelevant. Like it's just like she's so irrelevant to anything. Like, bitch, you ain't even ever
Isn't that the girl who was saying that she wanted to commit suicide? Or
yes, and it's like, bitch, we don't argue with people that's on the suicide squad. We don't do that. Because I might say something that might push you over the motherfucking ledge.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? We need a read book because I think this whole show there's been so many reads. I need all these reads written down so we can, because Ashton, what you just said, this ain't no suicide.
Not supposed to forget about
I said I cannot. I refuse to argue with anybody that's on the suicide squad. I don't do that because I know my mouth is very slick, and I don't want to be the person that pushes you over the ledge and make you do something crazy. I'm not doing that with you. Because just looking at a picture of her is a read. Let's just talk about that.
But that's the truth. But let me say this: if you know that you're not in a position to be talked about, don't talk. Because a bitch like me, I don't care about no. Yeah. Let me just say this: I sympathize with people who have suicidal thoughts. We all have mental issues that we go through. We all go through things in life that is very hard on us, and me included. But what I don't like is people like Chica who go through things, trials and tribulations, but then want to come on the internet and tear another Black woman down.
Stay in your lane.
Now, I get why she did it, because if you want to pay attention to what's really going on, her and Lotto are friends. They even have a picture. They was literally just together the other day. But girl, if you know that you was literally on the verge of committing suicide, why would you then come on the internet and try to push another Black woman into that direction? We know
exactly. Why are you on the internet talking about people's kids?
But more importantly, why your friend don't push your music? I don't see why all these background people is constantly saying these celebrities.
But you ain't never even tasted Billboard.
Yeah,
I,
and it's like it doesn't make sense. I just believe everybody want to be a part of the cavalry. That's what it's just
baby,
want
I
to
don't even think
attach themselves to
I don't
something.
even think she could hit double wood. So I just don't understand why she got anything to say. At least a lot of them hit double wood. What is Chica known for? Do y'all know? Because I don't really know.
Mm-mm.
Is she like a really good rapper? What does she do?
I know she eat for sure.
I
Oh my
thought she was. I thought she was a rapper. I mean, I don't know. I never heard anything from her. I just know her about the like suicidal stuff, like that
Okay.
was going viral when they
Well,
did
she
give her
needs to
5 minutes
not
of
talk
fame.
about Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Everybody's entitled to an opinion, but as a woman who deals with mental issues, bullying, she just posted the other day she was being bullied. Why would you go on the internet and then try to tear somebody's legacy down? It's just very weird. And I was gonna
You
really
can't sit
beat
up
her
here
down,
and
but I'm not.
say you can't sit up here and cry wolf talking about you're bullied, but you talked about a child who can't defend themselves. That's bullshit. That sounds like somebody that has a mental issue and she needs to seek help, honestly.
No, we need to
Yeah.
partner her up with Mary J. Blige, and they need to come up with an album because y'all know Mary made some wonderful albums through all that pain that she was going through. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
I
Let's get
can't.
on
Well,
with it.
Chica could never because she's not American. So I don't even think that will work. She needs to go to the therapist and she needs to talk to him instead of talking to Twitter because Twitter's not helping you with your
How
mental
about we
issues.
start
So,
by checking our cholesterol,
mm.
checking our blood
But
pressure,
actually, I was gonna really go
sugar.
in on that, but I don't. I don't want the haters. They be quick to say fat shaming and
It's not even about that. It's
Mhm.
just like, girl, it's more important things in life. Like, are you healthy? What's going
well,
on with your, and that's mental health as well. Like, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
if you have mental health issues, in my opinion, you should really limit your social media activity, you know, because you shouldn't even have a Twitter, really, to be honest, because unless you muted a lot of words, of course, but
But you
you
know
can't
what
get on
works?
Twitter being a part of Stan Wars if you have mental health issues because that's not good. It's a trigger for that. So I think
Mm-hmm.
that,
because a bitch like me is gonna get on a live show and eat you up. But you better be glad that Ashton told me that I need to not say much because baby, I had a whole read. Like
But then
with Jason Lee lucky too because I had a whole read. I played her very cute this whole show, but the next one I don't know if I could do that. So
the next one we
just
got to get into some things.
yeah, so y'all might want to watch what y'all say because nobody's safe. And that's just the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody is safe. And if you can get on the internet and talk about somebody else, then it's up for grabs for you to be talked about. And I'm going to talk about it.
And I agree. Hmm.
And we're all going to talk about it.
I
So
completely agree.
we're going to figure out this whole podcast situation. Y'all already know Naya got shot on the regular videos. But I'm going to make something happen. And there's some other things that I'm involved with that I want to incorporate That's So Bold into because I know this channel works very hard and, we've been killing it for a while. But I think it's time that we step into the podcast game because if Jason Lee could do it, baby, we could do it.
hello.
I
Because
didn't
he's
even
not
know
even
the crazy
interested.
part is
Yeah.
I didn't even know he had a podcast.
He's a mess. Mm.
Well, to see if you
Yeah.
didn't know, then it's really not. I thought at least people knew, but I
He's
guess
another one
not.
that needs to get his health in order. From the
Okay.
Wait,
looks
wait,
of
hold
it,
on. Did he lose weight?
yeah, but from the looks of it, he falling asleep on live in pools like he got sleep apnea.
Well, baby, I don't think that's a health thing. I think he
Sleep
needs to
Honey,
go.
it's those late night grinder appointments, child.
Like,
Let it
all
what's
go.
night.
going on?
Oh,
Oh
child,
my
maybe he needs to go
god.
seek
Honey.
maybe it's more of let me say allegedly, child. Because let
Okay.
me tell y'all. Look, y'all gonna learn. We gotta watch what we say because I see listening. So if y'all need to say something, make sure y'all put allegedly in front of it. We don't
Listen
need no.
here. Whatever I say about my mouth ain't reflecting this channel. This is my opinion. And honey, you need to stay up off of that app. Staying up late nights trying to
Well, baby,
read.
that's not even an allegation because he's definitely. We have screenshots of Jason
Honey.
begging for a dick. So that's just that.
Well,
But
listen, we all need to pitch in and get him some nice little knee pads.
oh,
So
oh,
Not the
you can
girls
get
trying to come for
comfortable.
Nikki and they catching a train.
Mm.
Yay. Y'all remember that video?
oh.
Wait, so can I ask y'all a question?
What's up?
Yeah.
So what do y'all think about NLE Chopper?
Uh,
Oh,
Like
yes.
y'all
Love
And you
y'all
know
it.
probably
what?
everybody missed that, right? Because I was a little irked and I
And you
ate
know
her the
what's
fuck
funny
out.
about that? I hate
What?
when people throw subs and like do stuff like that, but then when the person addresses them, they be like, "Oh, that wasn't about
Yeah.
you, bitch." Yes, the
Mhm.
fuck it was.
You know it
Yeah.
was.
But my thing with NLE Chopper is, how can you say it wasn't about Nicki? But literally, Nicki first showed up. She showed proof of where it's stemming from. She turned down a feature. He wanted a feature. She turned it down. But why is people like, oh, it's not about you. It's not about you. But the timing. Lotto's
It
fighting
was
with
one
Nicki
o'clock
Minaj,
in
and
the
all of
morning.
a sudden you want to post about idols.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. You worrying about your idols when you supposed to be asleep.
Mind
Nicki
you,
and
baby, he's only 19. Like, baby, you have a very long time to be an idol. So I
right,
don't
and
even
he
know
just
why you
needs to
giving.
focus on getting his salad tossed and leave Nicki alone.
Mm.
Oh,
Mm.
now you see, I heard a story about that, but
Mhm.
Mm.
that might have to be for the next
What's
show.
Lion
That
King?
salad got some
I
pain
reflect
in it,
this
baby.
channel.
Man, look, that's why we need this podcast, and we're gonna make it happen. Y'all gonna get all the mess, and it's gonna be on a weekly basis. We're gonna figure it out for you guys. But y'all, I think we need to conclude this show because it's been we've been talking for a while.
We
I'm getting a lot of comments. People are saying they love it. People want us to keep going, but I got a D appointment, y'all. I gotta go get
Oh,
treatment.
not
Oh.
a
I'm jealous.
DA.
Yes, I'm on my Jason Lee, but
I'm
not
jealous.
with
But
all
You're
see,
that
not
you
other
ain't
shit.
gotta.
Cardi
But see,
B.
you ain't gotta pay
Okay.
for it
Uh,
though.
uh, 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 Ash, can we get a bomb? I think that needs a bomb.
Mhm.
That needs a bomb because, child, I ain't never have to pay for the D, but now Jason, and that's, you know what? Before I go, why is it that these celebrities still got to pay for D? Ain't you a celebrity? Why you got to pay? Why you can't just push your weight around and get the tip?
Cause they ain't got no character.
Mm,
Ain't got no
mm.
character. That's what it is.
But did y'all hear that allegedly? I said it a little bit earlier. Allegedly, Jason Lee is a producer on Bobby I Love You Purr on Zeus.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a big hand in a lot of the casting done for that show. A lot of the cast people that were casted are porn stars. And
Mm.
allegedly, he was on set trying it, being a big old thirsty bottom, trying to get these niggas to fuck him. And now apparently he had to stop coming to set because one of the members really complained and it was a big thing. So maybe the rumors are true about Jason.
Sexual
Mm.
harassment. Wow.
So how many cases
Mm-hmm.
y'all think he got by now? It's a few. It gotta be a few. Because this is not the first time I've heard this.
I've heard this before as well. Yes.
You
Child,
know
well
what?
look.
I never particularly cared for him, but what I will say is he gives me force myself. You know, I'm gonna force myself into the situation. Like,
Which is so crazy because he had talked
emotional.
about how he was supposedly molested as a child, only for you to be forcibly throwing
Well,
yourself on
that's
men.
where it come from.
Yeah, and that's where that
Forceful.
that behavior probably does stem from that, and it's very odd. And he needs to go get some some mental some
Mm-hmm.
help for that because it could be trained taught behavior, something that's stemming from his childhood.
Yep. It's
Child,
forceful.
look, we're gonna convene this, y'all. We're gonna continue this show next week. Well, I don't want to say next week. I'm gonna figure out a schedule. You guys are gonna know we're gonna have a whole cute setup, and most likely maybe on live again, or it might be on maybe another platform. We'll see. But I wanted to thank you guys for tuning in today. Like I said, this is my first time back in a while. I had a ball. Ashton, I love you. You killed it.
I love you.
Naya, you killed it. I love your commentary videos. You've been doing your thing. And our
Thank
two
you.
new, people that's up on air with us, I didn't expect this, but y'all are actually a good fit. So we
You
might
like
have
that
to,
thong.
yeah, we
Okay.
might have to figure
But where are you
something
guys
out.
from?
New York.
New
I'm
York.
from
Okay.
I'm
Houston.
from. Wait, who's from Houston?
Nadia.
Really, me too. Oh my
And I'm
Oh,
from
god.
well, okay.
Oklahoma.
I'm from Philly, but I'm
Oh,
moving to Houston in like a month and a half.
oh, so I'm the only one that got to go to Houston at this point.
Yeah.
Most of the first 48 hours.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Wait. And wait, Queen, where are you from?
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, so I'm really like the only like city boy. I mean, Shauna, you from Philly, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm really the
I
only
was
one.
raised in the city though. I was raised in Atlanta. I mean, don't make
Yeah,
me
I
get
was in the
good
city
on
too.
you. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, I mean, I can go there.
Wait, cause why you say that though? I mean, you think like Houston is just full on
Yeah,
country
it's
or
not
something?
country here.
Cause
It's
What?
people
some
Look,
really
cities
like have a
too.
misconception of like they think
no, you
Houston
know
and
what it is,
Texas is
y'all.
so
It's
country.
a New York thing. Like anybody that's not from New York is country. That's just me. Like I could like it could be somebody, and I get that a lot. Like, oh well, I live in the city, but anything outside of New York is just foreign to us. So we
Yeah.
just classify it as country. But when I say city, I mean like I'm really the only one from New York. But you guys are all probably from big cities as well.
Yeah, Houston is
Um,
a really big
Yeah,
city.
Houston is big.
It's super
Wow.
big.
But see, that's what I like. I like that it's different backgrounds, different personalities. That makes the best shows.
Mhm.
So I'm excited. We got to keep in touch. I will talk to the producers after this show. But did you guys want to say anything in closing? You guys want to make any comments before we go?
I just want to say thank you guys
Yeah.
for
Mhm.
tuning in. This was my first live. You guys know I do the commentary videos now. So I just want to say thank you for being supportive and supporting all of us that are on here right now. And I'm really excited for the podcast. So stay tuned.
Yes. And
Yes.
Naya, and before we go, this is another good thing. Naya, was this your first like gig, like doing like this thing for YouTube with That's
Yes, it
All?
is. It actually is. It's my first time doing something like this.
That was how it was for me too. Like it was my very first time. I was so nervous, and I kind of like you're gonna grow a fan base if you haven't already. I've been watching the videos, the comments. They love you. So yeah, it was new for me. It's new for you, but it's only up from here. So
Mhm.
congrats, and
Mhm.
Ashton. What about you? Because I know you do YouTube too, right?
Well, I don't really do YouTube. You know, I do YouTube for fun. It was like
Mm-hmm.
just for fun. But I mean, I really be on Twitter now. Like I just be tweeting. So if y'all want to follow me on Twitter, it's at A Walker, AYY Walker. That's my Twitter. I might get back into posting videos again. If y'all want to know my YouTube channel, it's Excused with Ashton Walker. So it's XUSE with Ashton Walker. Y'all probably seen one of my videos before. That video of Cardi stalking Nicki. But
Okay.
yeah.
And Shauna and Queen, I know clearly you guys are guests today, but do you guys have anything like background in this, or would this be new for you too?
This is I don't have any background in this. I'm just fans of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Um, always listen, but realistically, I just observe a lot of things, and I can read really well. Like I
Mm-hmm.
read a motherfucker, and that's what needs to be done
Oh,
a lot
me
of the time.
too. So we gonna
Okay.
have a reading session.
Yes, we can read. So we can read and write. So so
Period.
so with that being said, I just, every day I just strive to be who I am, a great person, but I can read you.
Oh, period. And what about you, Queen?
Yes, so thank you so much for having me on the show, and thank you for all the panel members. It was a great engagement. Thank you for the audience for giving me an opportunity. Please like, share, and subscribe as you are in here being entertained. So for me, my channel is Queen Toast. I am a content creator. I just got monetized. I just got memberships, and
Oh,
so
period.
like this morning live and I just posed the question, what do I choose today? Well, I chose gratitude and I chose to serve and show up. And so
Mm.
I did that this morning and to be here at this fellowship extravaganza, it just really made my day. So thank you
Aw.
for having me here. And I'm pretty much an all around type of girl. I'm very controversial. You've seen me on Tasha K, Conscious Steve. Oh, can I say names on here?
Yes, you can. It's
Okay.
fine.
So you see me on Tasha K, The Wiley Show, Conscious TV.
Oh,
Um,
period. Okay.
who else? Um, the big channels, I mean, you just name it, a Storms channel. So, I bring
Yes.
it and I am very fun. I am outgoing. I'm about women empowerment. I'm about standing up for what's right. And I'm an advocate for my sisters, all my sisters.
I love it. I love it.
And brother,
I wanted the fans to know a little bit about y'all because I know some of them know you guys, some don't. But I love it. And you guys know, if you guys don't know, I've been working with That's So Bold now for over a year. I kind of took a little break, but I'm back. And I also work with Megan James on her podcast, the Hollywood Group Chat, and her blog, as well as I have been on Ra Ali's show for It's On Site Radio a few times, well, like 2 times, but I'm kind of making my rounds. I want to be y'all the next big black gay blogger. That's my thing. Like I want to really take over one day. So I've been making my rounds, but That's So Bold is home, and that's where I will always be indebted to. So
You want more of like a blog, like a
well,
blog.
radio is my passion. Like I
Oh,
went to
radio.
school.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to school for journalism. I've done radio like outside of on a professional level, and I really want to have a podcast, like a TV show one day. I just feel like I want to do it for people like
Period.
me.
Move over, Wendy. Bye.
Right, like I want to be like I want people to relate to me, and that's why I would love to do a podcast with all of you guys because there's going to be someone who will listen who can relate to each and every one of us. So we're gonna make it happen, but I wanted them to know about y'all. Now they know, so y'all stay tuned because we are gonna be coming and we have some stuff that we're gonna give to you guys. So yeah, we gotta wrap this up because it's about to be like 3 hours, and y'all know I gotta get in the shower. I got things to do.
Right, I
But,
gotta go get my package. I just received my wrap snacks today, child. I gotta try them.
make sure you tweet and let us know. And look, y'all, everybody in here, put y'all information in the group chat. I mean, in the chat box for the live, so everybody can follow you guys. But I'm going to take a shower and then I'm going to talk to the producers, and we will be in touch. So thank you guys for tuning in, and that wraps up the show.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, bye, y'all.
Bye.